Got it, G? Right, cool. Right, I'll catch you boys in a bit. Yeah, I'm trying to sort other things out at the same time. Classic. Just Jose isn't online. Right, okay. Okay. Right, okay. Right, I'm gonna jump in a party with Sergey a minute. Alright, I catch. Hello, mate. Hello. 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 How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We haven't got Andy for the minute. Um, we're not sure. He's got a lot going on at the minute, and we're not quite sure what is going on. So it might just be me and you. It might just we're gonna start without him, but he might jump in later on. So, but right now I'm just trying to get all the invites out. Not many. We got a couple missing tonight. Two, I think I'm missing. No, but it is what it is, isn't it? Mate Gaming has already got himself in. Legend. The Greek. Rapuna Park tonight. Yep, Rapuna Park tonight. Should be fun. Okay, can you do me a favour, mate? Can you invite Andy? And apparently he's ready to go. Yeah, I've invited him to the game. You just need to invite him to the party. Yeah. I've lost the driver's list now. Thanks, G. Right, where was I? Make gaming, bitty, 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 bitty. Yeah, I believe Cobb's coming. I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as I can. Some of them I don't have as friends, so it's really difficult. I think Pablo isn't here. I don't think he's coming tonight altogether because I think he's abroad. So, Mr. Rogie is next. I don't have him. Mr. Rogie. There he is. Oh, no. Wrong button. Classic.
Wait.
Andy! You right, man? Good, man. I'm trying to go as fast as I can here, mate. I haven't done any. Bot knows. Oh, Algarve. Yeah, in a car that sucks. I'm allowed.
It's not really similar, are they?
I'm allowed to change car.
What are you? Really? Or for GT3? See it on Simplay?
Yeah, I'm allowed to change. Porsche. Yeah. Yeah. But I managed to, well, not really convinced, I managed to ask them to change car, so, but I don't know what Fury's going to do because he's not happy. So, it's not the Porsche as such, it's, he's not happy with Simplay. Nope, not that. It's because he thinks they're picking on him. Last night in the GT5s, if you go on my YouTube, you can see the stream. Even Fury streamed as well, and he was just not really getting bullied as such by Simplay. He was making contact with them, but I think the majority of it was his fault. But he thinks they're bullying him.
He's got a little bit of beef with Keeks, hasn't he? Which doesn't help.
And Keegs went to try and take him out, so we're giving him a race ban.
Yeah, it's only going to fuel Fury's paranoia, the fact that he's got that beef with Keeks, and then he keeps getting taken out. I suppose it's going to feel like every single time he gets hit by a Simplay guy that they're all out to get him, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, apparently I got a message from Gary saying to join him in a GT3 race. Send me a GT3 invite if space, bud.
Should we invite him to Tier 1? Because I think he'd be better in Tier 1.
Well, Miguelito can't make it due to he's on holiday.
If there's a spot in Tier 1, I'll message him and just say,
I've already telling him.
do you want to race Tier 1 or Tier 2? Just, yeah, let him know there's a space in Tier 1. Because I think it'd be more on the pace of Tier 1.
G says no, he's not on the list.
Fair enough.
But I just told him that he could.
It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt to... Yeah, I don't know why... Hold on. Can Gary race?
Tier 1. I'm in Tier 2 reserve. Oh, yeah. You can do Tier 2, can't you?
I think it'd be better in Tier 1.
Right, I need to assign you as... You're on cams.
Nice.
And I'm broadcaster.
Miguelito isn't coming.
There are 11 drivers here now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 11 drivers for Tier 2.
Who have I missed? Jaffa Cake can't come, Just Jose can't come. I think Pablo can't come due to him being abroad because obviously Miguelito's his son. Am I right? There's something like that. I'll send Pablo an invite anyway if he's online, just so I know that I've done it then. Yeah. Oh no, he's online. Whoops.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's everyone now. Once Pablo's in, then we're good to go. Once again, Zege, you'll be retiring and
Yeah. Yeah. I
spectating that
understand.
way. Alright?
Yeah. Like it was a week before.
Exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Miguelito. Right, yeah, he can't make it. Blah, blah, blah. Right, we all good to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes.
Alright. Are you gonna host, Andy?
Do you want to?
I don't mind either way.
Yeah, I'll let you take it away. Might as well.
Alright, mate.
I'm not really feeling myself.
You'll get into it.
I'm sure. Once I've said a few words and started tripping over my sentences, I'll get there.
It's alright, mate. Just chill.
Yeah, I know.
Chatting to mates, remember? That's what you told me.
That's it. I reckon as soon as we start talking, it'll be fine. It's just one of those things, isn't it? It's like
Oh, very small track.
when you feel anxious, like you feel like you can't do something, and then when you start doing it, you realise it's actually alright.
Mhm.
Let's put up the championship standings so I sound intelligent.
I never sound intelligent, mate.
The thing about sounding intelligent is that you just need to have facts. You just need to have info. You don't need to actually sound intelligent. You just need to have intelligent things.
Right, wait for G. Move my croissants out of the way. Good evening all and welcome to Motive Racing. We are live here at Rapuna Park in New Zealand for the 5th round of the championship here at Rapuna Park. In the commentary box here tonight with me is Andy and Sergey tonight. So how are you guys doing this evening?
Yeah, hello Dan. It's great to be here in New Zealand for the 5th round of the season, the penultimate round. We're getting towards the business end of the Gt3 season here on Project Cars 2. I'm absolutely stoked. What about you, Sergey?
Yeah, hello Andy, hello Dan, and hello dear viewers. So now we are in great track. It's very technical and very small. You see the times. So previously on pole here Cobb, and his lap time is only 1 minute, 0.19 seconds and 0.8. So it's a very small track, but very technical and tricky, especially the second sector.
Yeah, definitely. Rapuna Park is one of those circuits that you really do have to get right. It's definitely a high downforce circuit, and Cobb here, the championship leader, who hasn't lost a single race this season, looks to be in the greatest position to take this championship. Don't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
I'll let you go. Sorry, Sergey. Go on.
Yeah, I agree. So Cobb won all 4 races which were previously, and he's leading the championship. And I think he now will try to make it 5 and make a great gap between him and the second place.
Yeah, I think he's certainly in with a shout. He could actually wrap it up tonight if he manages to get a second place, or I think as long as he doesn't get outscored by Pablo Tortosa by more than 4 points, Cobb will actually wrap up the title here in New Zealand with a round to spare, so he's going to be extra motivated to do so. And we've seen this man before over the course of this season. He hasn't been the best in qualifying, but he's had such good race pace. But this time around, he's actually a second quicker than anybody else in the qualifying session. Obviously, it's early doors there.
He made a great lap from P8 to P2. I'm watching now. Who's it?
J.M. Gruhl.
Yeah. He made a good lap here.
Yeah, so J.M. Gruhl was...
J.M. Gruhl has had a topsy-turvy season. He's had a couple of moments where he's been on top of it, and then others he's just made little mistakes. But he has got closer to Cobb. But Cobb looks like he's got this in hand, hasn't he? Fazak's another one we need to keep an eye out. He's obviously quick in that Ferrari.
Yeah, Fazak's one who's been up there or thereabouts, and he seems to actually go very well in the qualifying sessions, and the races haven't been the best for him. A bit of inconsistency so far this season for Fazak really has, I think, been his undoing. But he's currently 5th in the standings, so he's in with a shout of getting that promotion up to Tier 1. Obviously the top 5 from Tier 2 do get promoted at the end of the season, so Fazak's very much in the hunt. He's also got McGlenn, Brandonius really close to him in the standings as well, so he's going to need to make sure he has a clean couple of rounds here. As we see him just coming up towards the line, let's see what Fazak can do as he crosses over the line now. He goes up to P2 there, within 6/10 of Cobb.
Yeah, good job from him. But he'll need to be better if he wants to win this race.
Definitely he'll need to find those 6/10. With the Tier 2s here tonight, they only get a quick qualifying session and then they have a 30-minute race. So no mandatory pit stops. It's a flat-out sprint from start to end of CM. Gruhl, they're just losing it. And he's just struggling to find the traction. But like I said, they'll just have a flat-out race from start to end. And he's struggling to find his way back on circuit. But that's another issue around here on this circuit. It's very easy to get yourself lost and slide off onto other parts of the circuit. There's no barriers in the infield.
One thing that's quite good about this track is if you lose it, you can actually crawl across the grass. And you sort of, I mean, you can get done by the race director, but you can actually recover it quite well. If you spin coming into the corner, you can sort of just cut across the grass and sort of get away with it in a way. But it depends whether or not you get you fall foul of the race director by doing so. As we see J.M. Gruhl there getting out of the lap there, it looks like he's failed out of that attempt. Currently P3 at the moment here in this session. But just getting a message from the energy on Discord. Let's have a look and see what this is saying.
And Cobb made it better.
Just want to say while we're on stream, ladies and gentlemen, a big thank you to the 4 Motive Racing drivers who have signed up to become patrons here, members of our Discord server who have signed up to our Patreon service. I just want to say a big shout out to Cobb, who was the first man to sign up, member of our Pro tier for the Patreon service. Nicky, the sole driver on our Elite service at the moment. Nicky putting his faith very much in Motive Racing. A huge thank you to Nicky. And also JR Sim Racing, our former league coordinator, for this GT3 League on Project Cars 2. A great commentator as well, JR. Took a step back from commentating, just wants to focus on the racing for now, which obviously we understand. But JR, great guy, good friend of mine as well. Chris Pissock, also signing up to the Pro Tier. Huge thank you to all those 4 guys for the support and for the love that they have given us here at Motive Racing. It really is appreciated, and yeah, I don't know what you guys have to say, but I'm extremely grateful to those guys.
Yeah, and definitely Andy. Sorry, I was just having my dinner there, but us commentators are in such a rush. I was just stuffing my face with a bit of croissant. But yeah, yeah, massive thank you for those guys. Those 4 really helping us out this season. To be honest, I'm still trying to get my head around the whole system. So it's I don't know if you want to try and explain that, Andy, but I'm still a little bit baffled about the whole system. As you see, I'm such a nub returning back to circuit.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I'm on the spot now. I've got to just pull this up and have a look. Well, you've got the novice tier, the pro tier, and the elite tier. So the elite tier is the top one. Where is this? I've got it somewhere. Oh man, this is this is embarrassing. Yeah, so you obviously got the 3 tiers for the patron service. And then obviously the novice tier is has the sort of the lowest perks and privileges, but you get a say in how we do things at the community. If you sign up to any of our patron services, then you effectively are sort of like a shareholder in a way. You have more of a say in what the community, in what direction the community goes. You can make suggestions. You can also pitch in ideas for events that we run. So all in all, it's sort of like a way of allowing the community to get more involved. It's like a stakeholder type thing, really, but obviously you don't own shares in the company. It's more of just you're sort of buying your right to have more to do with it, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. I'm just trying to still get my head around it. It's all new to me.
Same here, to be honest. It was the only G. It's all G's idea. I literally had zero to do with it. G is,
either way,
it's done a great job with it. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it sounds like a brilliant idea, and like I said, massive thank you to the 4 people who are supporting Motive Racing. It's a great idea, and let's hope we can put.
G's the brains behind this entire operation. I just
talk rubbish. But
pretty much.
Yeah, massive thank you to them guys, and putting their time and effort in towards our channel. Obviously, they feel like they have a lot of support behind us, so that's it's always good, and we're always trying to put on a great show, especially here tonight, as we will be racing in these GT3s and also the Formula Renault here tonight. So all the support is welcome. We currently got 21 people currently watching the stream, and we only got 9 likes. So also drop in a comment, and I'll try and communicate with you guys as best as possible. But we're currently watching the Greek right now, currently sitting in 4th place. Can he improve? He comes towards the line and he does not. He stays in 4th place, but should be an interesting night's racing, and I can't look further than the man that's in P1 at the minute, Cobb. He's got this championship under control, and I think he might have this race under his bag as well. What do you guys think?
Yeah, if he picks up the win this time out, then he's got it done, because he's 40 points in the lead of the championship. Obviously, you get 35 for a win, so as long as he finishes ahead of Pablo Tortosa in this race, he should have it signed and sealed. In terms of other drivers in the championship, obviously you've got Mr. Rogi sat in 3rd. He's 49 points behind, so pretty much, realistically, Cobb just needs to finish ahead of Pablo Tortosa. So I would say he's looking very good for it right now. I don't know, what about you, Sergey?
I think absolutely like you, mate. So I think Cobb will finish this race on 1st place and become a champion here. I don't see anyone who may finish above him.
So tonight we might be crowning a new champion here at Motive Racing in the Tier 2 GT3s. Don't want to put too much pressure on this guy right now, but the opportunity is there, and at the minute he's doing everything right so far as we come into the last 20 seconds of this qualifying session. And looks like Faizak is the only one who's managed to get anywhere near Cobb's pace at the minute, but definitely all up to grabs. You don't know what the race could bring. Anything can happen in 30 minutes.
Yeah, if Faizak gets a good start off the line, then he's going to really challenge Cobb up towards the first corner. Cobb has always been strong on the first lap, and so far this season, that has been what's really got him the position that he's got in the championship. The first 3 rounds, he was leading after the first lap and just drove away. Last week at Fuji, we actually got to see this man, not just for the raw pace that he's got, but also he improves his time there. But we got to see last week not just the raw pace that he's got, but also the racecraft as well. We saw him come back through the hard way. He sort of dropped back to 5th place earlier on in the race and really had to get his elbows out and make his way back up. So we see there pole position for Cobb at the moment. Let's see if Faizak can change that in the final knockings of this session. He's just coming out of the last corner now. It looks like we've got the Greek also on a lap, and Craig likewise. Also Humble Racer still on a final lap. But let's see if Faizak can get a little bit closer to Cobb. It looks like he improves very slightly, but not enough to move himself up the order. The Greek obviously raced at this track last week in the GT5, so he's familiar with the layout, but very different beast to these GT3s, and not in any way, shape or form a similar type of car, so it's definitely going to be a whole new learning process for the Greek in these GT3s, but he's coming up towards the line. Let's see what he can do here. Currently provisionally sat on the 2nd row, and he improves his lap time again, very slightly, but doesn't move him up the order, stays P4. So looks like Cobb's going to start this one on pole position. The championship leader could have it all signed and sealed tonight at Rapuna Park. Faizak's going to line up alongside him. JM Grill, the Greek. Pablo Tortosa, Make Gaming. Craig in 7th with McGlenn lining up alongside him. McGlenn still with an outside shot of getting a top 5 in the championship. Brandonius as well. Billy Rashad completing that top 10. I'm Such a Nub, Humble Racer completing the classification for qualifying.
So we have Cobb currently lining on pole position and Faizak in 2nd. GM Grill will be starting in 3rd. The Greek in 4th. Pablo Tartosa in 5th. Make Gaming in 6th. Craig in 7th. McGlenn in 8th. Brandonius Games in 9th. Billy Rashid in 10th. 11th is I'm Such a Nub, and Humble Racer will round off the grid. But once again, guys, we're just gonna get a couple of comments in here. Phil saying hi, and we got Sim Race Train. Hello, happy to hear Andy's all good. JR says good luck, and good luck to all. So here we go, lights go on, engines rev. Who's going to get the best start here tonight? Let's see, Faizak gets a great launch off the line there.
Yeah, in the second phase of the start, looks like Cobb got away slightly better, got that wheel spin under control, and Cobb's back into the lead coming up towards turn 1. Faizak trying to defend now from the Greek, as Greek's made a good start ahead of JM Grill. It looks like we've got Pablo Tortosa holding P5. Craig, Make Gaming currently running in P7. Brandonius Games, McGlenn. I'm Such a Nub, Billy Rashad, and Humble Racer at the back of the field. But Cobb looked like he got a slightly bad start, but then really took off once those wheels got spinning.
Oh, contact in the background.
Oh no.
Make Gaming had a bit of a force off circuit there, and he got pushed out wide, so he had a flash of lights. He wasn't too happy about that, but he's also trying to recover right now. But there's all sorts of cars. Brandonius Games drops it.
No.
Brandonius Games lost it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a big moment there. It looked like he caught up a couple of drivers there in this incident. But Cobb currently leads this field. Faizak in 2nd. It looks like Pablo Tortosa really hassling the back of JM Grill for 3rd place. Pablo's got ahead of the Greek. So the Greek dropping back after a promising start to this race. We saw him obviously making gains up towards the turn 1. But Pablo Tortosa looking to try and get himself in a position where he can challenge Cobb. Obviously this man, the driver with the most realistic chance of extending this championship fight to the final round next week. He needs to get himself ahead of JM Grill, Faizak, and onto the back of Cobb as soon as possible. But going around to complete the first lap, and Cobb looks like he's comfortable out the front. But JM Grill's has got a slightly compromised exit coming out of the last turn, and now we see Pablo Tortosa is going to try and make a move up the inside in that Ferrari. We know the Ferrari not the best in the GT3s here on Project Cars 2, but Pablo really ringing the neck of that car as he come into turn 1. Early on the brakes is Pablo, and it looks like JM Grill holds it around the outside, but he's got a little bit wide coming from the exit. And that's J&G up the inside, surely. No. Yes. He's done it.
J&G
J&G not able to get that one done.
Yeah, J&G just hanging his line, give it a little bit of a nudge, just keeping him there. But look at the pack of cars behind him. There's a little bit of contact there. The Ferrari just clouts the back of the Mercedes. All sorts of chaos going on here. Isn't that right, Sergey?
It was near fail there, and now Pablo Tito's going to overtake.
He's gone late on the brakes. He's overshot the corner massively, and he's going to lose that position. Looks like J&G is going to now. Oh man, that's not good one for Pablo Tortosa there.
He lost 2 positions. Oh, 3 positions.
Oh,
Mate Gaming now. Overtook him.
Mate Gaming in that BMW Z4, really hustling that car. He's really made that car shine this season. I've never seen that car do so. And we see a Ferrari just darting off.
Brake lost. Sky. So McGlynn overtook him. Yeah.
But currently
now on P8.
But currently right now Cobb is leading them away from we haven't got the timing sheets up right now. Andy, can you sort that out? Or is that
sorry,
me?
my bad.
There we go. That's better. Now we can see what's going on. Cobb is currently leading out in front with Fazak in second and in third the Greek. But Fazak trying to stick with Cobb, but Cobb just seems to have better all-round pace than the Greek in the Mercedes. He's just getting better and better each race, the Greek. He started off a little bit off when he joined the league, but he's improving each time. But we've got all sorts of battles going on. Obviously, McGlynn lost. Yeah, we're just seeing McGlynn just lost and losing it at the end there, but such a shame for him. He looked like he was doing well.
Yeah, that is unfortunate there for McGlynn. He was obviously sat in 6th place in the championship. He's got a shot of getting into that top 5 promotion spot, but he won't do it like that. But currently, J&G really weathering a storm from Mate Gaming and Pablo Tortosa. We saw Pablo obviously losing those couple of positions a lap ago when he made that very late lunge up the inside. It didn't pay off for him. He's now sat in 6th place. And Pablo's lost it. He's got really out of shape there, and he's spun off into the infield there. It looks like Craig's going to move up into P6.
He'll have big impact there. Big impact for his race.
Yeah,
he's now trying to go on the grass. So he lost 2 positions, I think, and he's now down to P8 and 20 seconds till Cobb. Oh, bad luck for him.
Yeah, not ideal for him at all, but Cobb pulling away at the front. 2.8 seconds is his gap. Last time round he was 3 seconds quicker than Fazak. Fazak picked up a penalty, so that will slightly exaggerate how much quicker Cobb was than Fazak. But Fazak definitely losing time to the race leader. He's having to abuse those track limits in order to stay close to him right now. The Greek currently sat in 3rd. J&G still holding off Mate Gaming for 4th place. We've seen Mate Gaming continuing to pile that pressure on, but Pablo Tortosa spinning himself out of this little fight for 4th place. These guys dropping off for the Greek and dropping away from those podium spaces. We see Mate Gaming make it to the inside here, coming into turn 2. He's got that one done. It looks like he did. Very opportunistic there from Mate Gaming, but it's pulled off an absolute worldly overtake, and J&G, to be fair, gave him the space on the inside to Mate Gaming up into P4.
Yeah, good overtake there. We've done it.
Very nice.
Only 5 minutes into this race and there's all sorts of action going on, but Cobb still leading them away, and he did a 1 minute 20.9, so he's extending that gap away from Fazak. But it looks like Fazak has got a penalty, so the Greek will want to be trying to get onto the back of him, and the Greek is starting to improve his lap times. He's doing a 1:21 at the minute, so all still to play for on the podium places. Now Mate Gaming's cleared some air. Maybe Mate Gaming can start making his way down up towards the podium, and we know that BMW is a good around the corners, so it'd be interesting to see how that BMW gets on. Currently watching.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a difficult track for that, for sure.
Brandonius Games here had a lot of mistakes, and
oh no,
he lost 2 positions there, and May lost the 3rd one. So he made 2 mistakes on 1 lap, as I can see. Very bad lap will be for him.
It's definitely a circuit where the Mercedes seem to be struggling. The Mercedes has a lot of grunt and power, but they can't seem to be get to the top potential. Definitely a downforce circuit, as you can see, the Porsche and the Ferrari all kind of gelling to the circuit, but the Mercedes can't use its power advantage because the straights are all too short.
Yeah, and there is a battle for 8th position there. McGlynn overtook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks like Billy's looking to the inside of McGlynn now, actually, trying to make a move back on him, but McGlynn's gone very deep into the corner. almost onto that grass there. You see, currently Brandonius Games and I'm Such Another pulling up onto the back of this battle here. It's right on board with I'm Such Another and see what's going on in front of him. But looks like Billy went a bit wide there. So did Brandonius Games as well. I think McGlenn's actually ahead of him, maybe. Looks like he's pulling away now. So for Glenn, looks like he's putting some space between them. We saw McGlenn obviously making that mistake a couple of laps ago, coming out of turn one, got very wide onto the grass. But it looks like he's trying to recover that best he can. Oh yeah, pushed him a little bit wide. Billy Rashak getting pushed onto the grass. Brandonius looked like he was a bit naughty there, I have to say. Billy might have something to say about that.
That might be a steward's inquiry for sure, but I'm Such Another still trying to get onto the back of these guys in the Audi, the only Audi running here tonight, and he's doing a little bit better this time. He was struggling in the last few races, as I say that he runs over the curb, but he's getting the hang of that Audi. It's taking him some time, but the Audi is slowly coming towards him. But for sure, if he sticks to the back of this pack, something could happen and he could gain a place. It's always worth keep going and fighting for every single place.
Oh, McGlenn lost it, and he lost 2 positions. He's down to P11 now, 3 positions.
Oh, McGlenn's just making mistake after mistake, so McGlenn is struggling right now and is losing places left, right and centre. He's down to 11 and you see him in the background in the bright yellow Ferrari trying to gain back onto the back of these guys. We currently have 22 people watching the stream right now. We've only got 13 likes, so please guys, hit that like button, give us all the support, like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified for when we are live. But currently right now we are watching I'm Such Another, who's being hunted down by McGlenn. But it's the championship leader, Cobb, who's leading out in front and is looking good to take the title here tonight at Rapuna Park. But I don't want to curse him now, but he's still got 21 minutes left of this session.
Yeah, he's just extending that gap. He's got everything under control right now. We saw him setting a brilliant pole time, and he hasn't looked back really since the start of this race. It looked like Fazak got the better jump off the line, but then that the pace of the Porsche really took off in that second phase of the start, and right now he's just managing that gap. Fazak picking up penalties after penalty, and we see there 122 last time round, losing another second to Cobb. So at this stage in the race, it just looks like Cobb has got this all under control. He's not going to need to push too hard. He wants to just bring it home, pick up the win, and seal the deal before the last round. He's on course to take the Tier 2 championship before we even get to the last race of the season. So Cobb doing an absolutely fantastic job. Late gaming. Looks like he's closing up onto the back of the creek a little bit here still. Yeah, really. So he's still making good progress here, Mate Gaming. Still trying to get up into that podium spot. We saw Mate Gaming in the first few rounds of this season. He's always a driver who doesn't get the best of qualifying, but he tends to make great progress through the races, and we've seen it time and time again. His racecraft is what gains him places. So he'll be hoping that he can get up to pick up the Greek and possibly even chase down Fazak. We know he's got the pace. He's currently lapping quicker than the Greek and Fazak. He's matching the race leader Cobb. I'd say he's a little bit too far behind Cobb, but he's definitely got the pace to get up into P2 here as Mate Gaming.
And I think that Brandonius Games made the mistake again. He's now down to 11th place.
Yeah, it looks like he's an absolute mare.
It's not the night for Brandonius Games. Normally he'd be excelling, and as we see him for Audi, I'm Such a Nub just going off wide there and just losing traction. So I'm Such a Nub really struggling again, but Brandonius Games, going back to him, it doesn't seem to be his night. He's usually better off on these bigger open wide circuits like Fuji, but this tight twisty Rapuna Park is really not helping him tonight. But going back to Mate Gaming, every time I look at that BMW, I'm liking it more and more. Is that a little bit weird? I mean,
it's a nice car. I think it's
the underdog.
It looks like he's happy. It looks like he's smiling, being a Beamer. But
what's that, Sergey?
Brandonius now made an overtake, and he's now to P8. Yeah, he overtook McGlenn.
And he has done so as well. McGlenn losing out there. The yellow Ferrari loses another place. But it looks like Pablo Tartosa has got a penalty to his name as well. So Pablo is obviously pushing the limits as well. But yeah, just go back to. I want to go back to like talking about how your opinions on these cars. Which obviously we came to the conclusion that the Ferrari is probably the best looking car on the grid. But as we see there, McGlenn is really trying to hustle the back of Brandonius Games. But the more and more I look at that BMW and the colour scheme and everything, I think it's because it's like that underdog the underdog feeling. You know, we've never seen the car before really driven by anyone, and you kind of want it to do well. Or is that just me? I feel like it's just me. As McGlenn looks like to try and make a move in the final corner, but Brandonius Games covers that line. These two are having a fantastic fight right now. The only closest fight on track other than GM Grill and Craig are quite close as well. I think those two might be switching places right now. Yeah, as we see there, Craig is all over the back of that Mercedes.
Yeah, he's doing a good job right now, is Craig. And we see, it looked like actually JM Grill was slightly quicker on that previous lap, so I don't know if JM Grill has made a small mistake somewhere. But Craig's making some good progress here, because obviously he made that mistake earlier on. He was behind the battle. We obviously had JM Grill and Late Gaming battling with Pablo in the early stages, but these two have dropped off a bit since then. JM Grill and Craig currently separated by not very much at all. Looks like I'm Such a Nub still pulling up onto the back of McGlenn a little bit in this battle for P10.
It looks like
still pulling away.
Looks like McGlenn made a mistake. He was behind the back of Brandonius Games, but now he's lost out to Billy as well. So I'm not sure what's happened there. But I finally learnt to say I'm such a nub the right way now. It's been so close, I've said it the wrong way, and he's been trying to catch me out with that name, but I've got it down. So
how's it actually said?
I'm not telling you, mate, but it's I'm such a nub is sitting in 11th right now. That's how you say it. As he gets lapped by Cobb right now, so the race leader is making his way through the back markers, and he just got to be a little bit cautious when he's coming through. The likes of McGlenn and Billy just got to keep their eye out for the race leader, who looks like he's just taking it nice and easy. You just see him exit the penultimate corner there, and he's just nice and smooth. Everyone else is a little bit messy, and Cobb's just keeping it clean.
Yeah, but there is a battle between two Ferraris there.
This should
McGlenn
be
is closing up to Billy Rashad, yeah.
We see in the background, I'm Such a Nub had the spin in the final corner, and he's just getting back on circuit. Those two Ferraris are still going at it right now, as Cobb has just got onto the back of him. Fazak pretty much on his own now, as we also got Craig looking to make a move, and Make Gaming also just getting his way through the traffic, flash the lights. He's actually lost time to the Greek, hasn't he? Whoa, cameraman is really trying to spin us out tonight.
He looks like he's tripping right now. Humble Racers got ahead of I'm Such a Nub into 11th place after that spin from I'm Such a Nub.
Whatever the cameraman's on, I want a bit.
It's like the Bruno cameraman all over again.
No, that guy's even worse.
There's something in the water. New Zealand is a funny place.
And Billy Rashad have a mistake. He's down to P10 now.
So that fight between the two Ferraris has come to an end. And we see Billy trying to stay out of the way of the other drivers. The Greek, I think that was, just going right round the outside of him. So he's just doing the right thing and staying out of the way. Make Gaming in the background. Yeah, that was the Greek. He just got lapped by the Greek. Actually, is actually bringing that gap down to Fazak. Look, he's not too far away from him now. So Fazak just having a couple of scruffy laps, but currently the man still fastest at the minute is Cobb, and he is extending that gap to 6.6 seconds ahead of Fazak. But Fazak has got a penalty, so maybe the Greek has just got to claw him in a little bit, as we're just under halfway of this race. 23 people currently watching the stream right now, and we've only got 15 likes. So the people who are currently watching and haven't hit that like button, it's really easy. You see that thumbs up button? Just give that a little bit of a click. Doesn't cost you nothing, doesn't do anything, just makes us feel a little bit better.
It again. It looks like you just can't get it out of that last corner for whatever reason. The car just seems to be bottoming out, and I don't know what it is. Maybe the setup on that Audi just not working for him, but he's really struggling through that section of the track. As we see him get a lap put on by what looks to be, I think, such JM Grill. It is indeed JM Grill, and Craig still battling, but I'm Such a Nub, for whatever reason, just hasn't got it working right now around this track.
It might have been my fault, because I think...
You definitely could put the commentator's curse on him, haven't you, then?
I don't think it's commentator's curse. I think it's more the fact that I've made a bad setup of the game. I can't remember if it was...
Have you been sending out dodgy setups, or...?
Mate, dodgy setups in the Ferrari? Never.
They're all
no.
dodgy.
What, Ferraris? Yeah, I've made a slight mistake in the setup of the game. They're meant to have traction control in this game, and I've switched it off. So actually, it's my fault. So anyone out there is on circuit is struggling with traction control, that's my fault. So I apologise now. kind of in a rush to set the lobby up. So good luck, guys.
Whoops. Sorry.
Whoopsie. Well, I mean,
Sorry, not sorry.
it just shows that I'm human, you know. Mistakes happen. I was
Even
gonna.
the LMP2 champion of motive racing makes the odd mistake here and there, guys. Come on, he's not
Who?
perfect.
LMP what? LMP who? Sorry, what?
I don't know. I hear that you're this LMP2 champion, but we don't even do LMP2s. We do Formula Renaults, so I don't know what it's about.
I mean, I am the tier 2 runner-up of Clio's, so I've kind of just gone with that name now. I actually had someone, I walked down the street the other day when I wasn't meant to in COVID situations, and someone walked up to me and went, "Hey, you're the tier 2 runner-up of Motive Racing, aren't you?" And I was like, yeah, that's me. That's me. I see my celebrity status is getting everywhere now.
The downfalls of success, isn't it, really?
Yeah, downfalls of being just the first loser, you know? Being the very first loser.
It gives you all the popularity for all the wrong reasons, and obviously, if you didn't already know, there is merch being made. You can actually buy a t-shirt of Unorthodox with his Clio on his roof at the Monza Short last season. If you haven't already watched that, guys, make sure you check out the Monza Short Clio Cup stream from the final race. The Tier 2 showdown ended up with Unorthodox going into the last race leading the championship, and there was a certain flashpoint where his car was just sort of sat on its roof, and I believe that was the moment where it kind of all went wrong for Unorthodox. But he did take the LMP2 championship the next week, so yeah, he definitely made up for it.
Wow.
But then we scrapped
I
it,
lost.
so.
I lost the championship in the slowest car, but won the championship in the fastest car. So, you know, it happens. But anyway, it's not about the Clears nor the LMP2s tonight. It's all about these GT3s, and I just want to get an opinion on Sergey of what you think of the circuit and the stars of the drivers tonight. Like, I don't know if you've ever driven on Rapuna Park. Would you be out there driving in a Ferrari, or what would be your choice of car for this evening?
It's a really very hard question. I don't know how Ferrari he is driving or Mercedes. So, but I think that I'll choose Ferrari for this race. But I didn't have even had any practice here. I didn't drive here, so it's a new track for me, and I don't know what to do here. So
I was just trying to.
It's very hard.
Yeah, I was just trying to get your opinion on what you can see out on circuit. You know, just trying to get an idea of what you like. Do you like the look of Rapuna Park? Would it be a circuit that you would like to have a go in a race in?
Yeah, it's a good track, very technical. I like this type of tracks.
Perfect. Well, hopefully one day we'll be able to get you out on Rapuna Park in these beautiful cars. Seeing a comment here from Nicky saying, "Well, hello, Motive Crew." Hello, Nicky. He is a part of the Team Prolapse, and he's here tonight, and he's supporting Motive like he always do, and he's one of our supporters as well. I can't pronounce the name. What's the name again, Andy?
The lead tier.
The lead tier.
The Patreon service.
Patreon service. So Nicky is one of them, and he obviously backs us up with that. Bill says here the Porsche looks pretty good. So yep, the Porsche is like the ideal car for this circuit tonight, as Cobb is driving it beautifully. Is it me, guys? Every time we go on board with this guy, he's just so calm. Just listen, even the car just sounds relaxed. It's just so smooth.
He does. He's fully at peace around this Rapuna Park track, and the Porsche is such a nice all-rounder in the GT3 categories. It's sort of like it's got a little bit of everything. I'd say not really a master of any trades, but it's jack of all trades, but it works around pretty much any track that you send it around, and Cobb has shown that this season. It's definitely a contender for the best car in the GT3s, especially when you've got a plethora of different tracks, like obviously the Lamborghini and the Mercedes, the more typical options for the faster tracks, but around here the Porsche really does shine.
Yeah, you're more of a Lamborghini fave, aren't you?
Cobb epitomises the versatility of this car, and yeah, for me, Lamborghini, just because I'm impatient, I just like to send the car into the corners and immediately get results. I could not persevere with the Porsche; it just wouldn't work for me. I'm not that kind of person who can just practice and try and figure out a car. I just need to jump in it and make it work. So the Lamborghini works perfectly for that. But Cobb's done a great job this season, and he's on course to take the title here. He's 8.5 minutes away from the checkered flag, and he will take this Tier 2 championship as he stays where he is. Barring any major catastrophes or major mishaps, Maybe a
Yeah.
disconnection, hopefully not. But yeah, fingers crossed he brings it home and we see the Tier 2 champion crown.
Well, let's not curse him too soon, but another fight we want to keep an eye on is Fazak and the Greek. The Greek has really caught up onto the back of him. Look, he's all over the rear end of that Ferrari. But if it was me and if I were to pick a car out of these cars, I would definitely pick the Porsche. The Greek looking to make a place there, but weren't quite close enough. But for me, the Porsche is definitely the best all-rounder. I'm not a particular great driver in any particular circuit, so the Porsche fits me ideal. The Mercedes is a good car, but having to have the patience to drive it with the rear wheel power. But as seeing here, the Greek really hustling the back of Fazak. Nikki in the comments saying top league, and glad to hear you're okay, Andy, with a thumbs up. So a massive thank you to Nikki for supporting us, and obviously to the Team Prolapse boys as well. Always here, always supports us, and it's amazing to have them in our league. But also, yeah, and Andy's doing okay. He's with me, and we're just gonna talk a load of rubbish all night, and I'm gonna try and make him laugh one way or another, even if it means rolling over my Formula Renault in a minute. If that's what it needs to be, then the Formula Renault will be on his monocoque.
I want to see Dan picking up some good results tonight. Obviously, last week at Bruno wasn't the best. But,
we got a lapped car in the way here, and the Greeks just made a tap. And Brandonis has spun round and Mate Gaming.
Trying to be on the third place there.
He's brought Mate Gaming into this fight for second place now, and I'm sure the Greek's not going to be too impressed with that one. But yeah, Brandonis really took his time.
I don't know what Brandonius could have done. He was in that awkward position though. He was kind of like, he was out the way, but he wasn't in the way as such. He was in the way, but not. And I'm tripping over my words. Yeah, we're seeing that advantage of the Ferrari, the disadvantage of the Ferrari in a straight line as the Mercedes looks around the outside, but Mate Gaming's coming in, the BMW, look at him go!
Ooh.
This is,
so there's a bit of a tap there between Fazak and the Greek, but Greek in the end backs out at that one. Fazak clinging onto this P2 by the skin of his teeth, but Mate Gaming currently looking the strongest out of these three. He's matching the pace of the leader. He's not going to win this race unless Cobb makes a complete howler in the last few laps, but Mate Gaming knows that he's definitely got the potential to take this second place away from either of these two guys in front of him. And with 5 minutes left to go, the clock's ticking and time is running out, but I think he could do it.
This fight right now is great, and if it was me, I'd be keeping my money on Mate Gaming. He would just need to sit and wait. He just needs to sit and wait and watch. So yeah, it's just gonna wait and see. Oh, the Greek makes his mistake, and that's Mate Gaming's opportunity to come down the inside. And these two are too busy fighting each other, and Fazak is getting away. He's got that penalty. I'm not sure what the penalty is. Hopefully it's not more than a second. 'Cause if it's more than a second, his second place will be in jeopardy right now. But Mate Gaming now into third. This is going to heat up for the last 5 minutes of this race. Cobb way out in front at the minute, but these guys putting on a fantastic show considering they're not used to having the traction control on, and they're doing a brilliant job. And I apologise still.
Yeah, to be fair, you know, they've adjusted really well, so you can probably see some of the guys who are used to driving without traction control who already do it to begin with, and those who haven't. Oh, Mate Gaming all over that curb there.
That might be a slowdown.
Yeah, he's got that move done on the Greek, but he's by no means safe and secure in that P3 position right now. He's going to set his sights on Fazak, but the Greek's not going to lie down. He's not going to take that one. He's definitely going to want to get himself back up onto the podium here. Fazak is going to be on the firing line pretty shortly. But this is really the main battle out on track in this race. And 4 minutes left to go here for the Tier 2s for the penultimate round of the season at Rapuna Park. If you're just tuning in, Cobb leads the race and is on course to take the Tier 2 title as it stands. He is doing what he needs to do. He only needs to outscore Pablo Tortosa.
Mate Gaming, yeah, Mate Gaming's got a penalty now.
Ah, yeah.
And it's a
So
big
maybe that was
for
what you said, Dan. Riding all over that curb, getting a bit wide.
Yeah, that I remember in the GT5s that I ran over that curb one too many times, and I kept getting a slowdown each time. So I'm pretty sure that's where he's got. As Fazak has a terrible exit, and Mate Gaming's all over him. The Greek is looking pretty right now. Out of these three guys, who do you think is going to come out on top? I'm going to put my money on Mate Gaming. He just needs to make that move to come into turn one.
It will be the Greek there.
You think it's going to be the Greek?
Oh, the Greek goes so wide there. Mate Gaming is really applying this pressure on Fazak. I would say my tip for P2 in this race has got to be Mate Gaming. He's got the momentum. He's clearly faster than both of these two, and Fazak now is just going to be defending for dear life. He's going to be putting his car to the inside and trying to block off any advances here. But Mate Gaming tries to send one around the outside, but Fazak just putting his car on the inside, not allowing any space for Mate Gaming to try and drive around him. Still,
awesome stuff.
Mate Gaming unable to get up into that second place. Fazak doing a great job here defending that position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh no! A bit of a domino effect there as we saw Fazak braked a little bit early, and it looked like Mate Gaming also ran into the back of him, and then Mate Gaming nowhere to go, got tagged in the rear by the Greek. I'd say probably the Greek could have done a bit more to avoid that.
I don't know. I think that might have been more the Fazak situation. He braked a little bit earlier than normal, caught Make by surprise, and obviously he didn't have time to react, and the Greek is there close as well. So it's kind of, like you said, a domino effect. So Make's got probably 2 laps left to try and get back onto them and try and get past them, but I think his opportunity's gone. It's now down to the Greek if he can get past Fazak, but he might just want to sit there and follow him home because he'll get a second place for sure. Sergey, I believe you're able to see the penalties if you hit the start button. I think you're able to see who's got what, so you should be able to tell us what these guys have. But
so I'll try to do this, but
just if you can or can't, then don't worry about it too much. But I believe Fazak is.
No,
don't worry about it too much. It's alright. As the Greek just goes a little bit too hard on the loud pedal and just loses out.
Chance for my gaming.
Fazak now let off the hook a little bit. He's got a second or so back to the Greek. Mate Gaming out of the equation, also with a penalty as well. So Fazak might be able to bring this one home in second. But I don't know, the Greek's already pulling up onto the back of him now within a second.
My gaming a little bit of a mistake.
He was very sideways there.
He's pushing.
Living dangerously. He is indeed, yeah. It looks like he's really trying to rag that car around, just get the final push here in this race. Doing a fantastic job in that BMW. As we see Fazak getting very wide there coming out of the last turn, and the Greek's going to get a good run here coming down the start-finish straight. He tucks into that slipstream. Is he going to be trying to make a move at the inside coming into turn one? Looks like Fazak's covered off the inside and is going defensive very early on. The Greek is going to have to get this one done around the long way, but Fazak just brilliantly holding the inside line and not allowing any gaps to form. Fantastic driving from Fazak. He's driven a superb defensive race tonight, and he's continuing to somehow hold these guys at bay. Let's see where the race leader Cobb is, because I believe this could be the last lap, but it also could be the penultimate lap. It's going to be pretty tight as to whether or not we have 1 or 2 more laps here. Keep half an eye on these 3 as well, as Fazak still just somehow managing to hold all this pressure and keep the Greek and Mate Gaming behind him. I don't know how
just
he's
want to
managing to do
comment,
it.
Mate Gaming was 2 seconds a lap faster than the pair of them when he was on his own. That's how much pace Mate Gaming has, but he's running out of time. But Cobb coming out of the final penultimate corner into the final corner.
Mate Gaming,
Mate Gaming's got past the Greek, but we'll go back to Cobb, who is currently coming around the final corner to take the Tier 2 GT3 Championship and the race here at Rapuna Park. He'll be promoted into Tier 1 next season. What a brilliant drive from this guy. As we see here, Fazak's gone off. Mate Gaming's waiting for him. But the Greek will take second. Fazak struggling to get back on track. And these two, the Mate Gaming will, the Greek will come home in second place. And, well, is he? He's slowing right down.
I think he's down on fuel, maybe.
I don't know, unless he's waiting for the others. No, he's got power by the sounds of things, but the Greek crosses the line in second. Fazak actually had quite a big penalty by the looks of things. 10 seconds? Is that? No, I'm reading that wrong. About a 2-second penalty.
P2, despite letting those guys past. Obviously, they had quite hefty penalties from the race director. So the Greek classified second, Mate Gaming completes the podium, and Fazak losing 2 positions there right at the end of the race, mainly down to his penalty, but also a couple of calamities there in the final part of that race.
As you see, JM Grill coming across the line to take 5th place, with Craig not far behind him in Ferrari. Pablo Tatosa, the only man really up to challenge Cobb, didn't really do well that race, but we want to say a massive congratulations to Cobb for winning the Tier 2 championship and extending his gap and he also takes the fastest lap of the race. So beautiful season for Cobb. No one really challenged him, and it'll be exciting to see him in the Tier 1 category. But that's it from me, guys. I don't know if you guys want to add anything tonight.
Yeah, massive congratulations to Cobb taking the Tier 2 championship, the first Tier 2 championship actually for a while in these GT3s. But congratulations to Pablo. Also, massive well done to the Greek mate Gaming and Fazak on a great battle. Sergey, I'll let you sign off.
Yeah, it was a great battle between these three guys, so the Greek Gaming and Fazak. Wow, great battle from them, but yeah, Cobb is the fastest here, and he has no one who can overtake him.
Quickly, who do you think driver of the day was for the Tier 2s?
Cobb.
Cobb here.
I agree with you,
From
Cobb, as
start
well.
to finish.
From start to finish, faultless, and taking the championship. But we will be right back in a minute, guys. We are now going to be switching lobbies, and we will be going to the Tier 1s, and it'll be their turn to be heading around this fantastic circuit of Rapuna Park here in New Zealand. So make sure you hit that like button, go grab a drink, grab some food, and make sure you join us back in a second where we will have the Tier 1s out on circuit. So we'll be right back. Right, right. Let's go.
Cobb, absolutely great.
He destroyed
Great
that.
driver.
Right, everything is set like that. We got a 20-minute session.
How will he drive in Tier 1? What do you think?
I reckon he'll be alright in Tier 1, you know. I reckon he'll be quick.
I think he'll be in top 5 for sure, I think.
If he got the pace in that Porsche, I reckon he could give Richie and all a run for their money for sure. Right, 6 o'clock again, like medium cloud, yes. It's pretty much exactly the same. Save. Right, no qualifying session. Practice session. Duration is 10 minutes. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a light cloud. Yes. Realism. Now, is this traction control on as well? Yes. My bad. Can't believe I did that, moron. Alright, save. Okay, right. Save. Right, let's get you two in. It is tricky, very tricky. Right, there you are. Beautiful. Right. Right, let's start from the top. BT Targa. Yes. Maze Gamer. Oh. Oh, get off, thank you. Maze, Rompu. I think there's enough space. Miguelito can't make it tonight, so I think there's space for you. can't find Rompu. Take time, take time, take time. Oh fuck it, I'll just search it. Rom. Good question. I think it's top 3. I think top 3. I think top 3 get promoted, and bottom 3 of tier 1 gets dropped. I'm pretty sure G's listening to me right now, and he probably thinks, yeah, that's correct. Ah, yeah, he is listening. All good. So top 5 get promoted, bottom 5 get demoted.
ACC then.
Yeah, whatever. I think it's whatever ACC does, we do as well. So, cheers, G. And sorry about the first race where I didn't actually do the setup correctly. Right, emo guy, emo guy, emo guy, emo guy, emo guy, Ugbar. Where is Ugbar? Ugbar, Ugbar! Right, Fury. There's Fury. Nando. Nando. Did I do too many O's? Nope. Nando. Spiffmaster. Boostin. I think I have him as a friend. Yes, I do. Miguelito can't make it, so we're doing Make Gaming. It's Make Garcia, sorry. Nope, spelled that wrong. Where's Andy gone? Make Garcia. Amazing pie boy. DJ Bill. DJ Bill. DJ Bill. Bertie. Bertie 0 3 5. Smoky Devil. Don't know why Smoky Devil's on F1, but okay. And now Richie. Richie 95. Okay, G, if you can hear me, all invites are out. No, he's not. Right, I am broadcaster. Andy is race director. Yeah, mate. All invites are out now. If you can hear me. The only person we should be missing is Miguelito. okay. Rompu, I did send it, but okay. I've definitely sent it now, G. Yep, he's in. Should we just be missing Miguelito? Who am I missing? DJ Phil, obviously. Nope, Miguelito's not in tonight. Yeah, DJ Phil won't be in the sprint race. Yep, should have 14 drivers. We're missing one. Who are we missing?
There are 12 drivers, I think.
Should be 14. I think we got
Oh,
13. Bertie, that's who we're missing. And here he is. Perfect. Right. We are good to go.
Okay, let's start.
Oh, and Smoky Devil. Oh. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I only just seen your message, G. Yeah, I've only just seen your message. Right, Smokey, he's joining. Once Smokey is in, we can start. Yeah. Right, let him pick his car up. Wrong colour, mate. There we go. Right, I think we're good to go.
Okay.
Just double check everyone's in their thing. Yeah, right, we're good. We are good. Double check this is right. Yeah.
So let's start.
Yep. Let's go. You there, Andy? Hope so.
Andy's not here, I think.
He's disappeared somewhere, which is fine. Well, he'll be back in a sec. Grid order, that's what I want, because we're doing a reverse. No DJ Phil, so what I read is exactly the order they should be in. Perfecto! Right, now we've got to zone out a minute. You back, Andy? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here at Rapuna Park for the Tier 2 Gt3 Championship. Currently in the standings. We have got it all to play for. Multiple drivers could win the championship, but it's going to be all the way down to the final race. We are currently watching BT Tiger, the remaining GT3 champion, who looks like he's not going to retain his title this season, but he's going to keep going without a fight. But in the commentary box with me tonight is Andy and Sergey. Good evening, guys, and how are we all doing this evening?
Yeah, hello. It was a great race in Tier 2, and I suppose we'll have a even better race here in Tier 1. Hope that we'll see a lot of battle there for positions.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm not sure where Andy is at the minute. Andy's currently just having a little break for the meantime. But me and Sergey are here at this precise moment. And like I said, we're currently watching BT Tiger out on circuit right now. But like I said, this championship is still wide open for some of these drivers. Richie obviously doing well last season in the last race. But we sadly don't have Miguelito tonight. I believe he said he is away at the moment. So hopefully he can be here for the last round of the championship, which I can't remember off the top of my head where we will be going to, so I'm just trying to find the standings. Not very professional, I'm not, but hey-ho, we make do with what we got. But we definitely had an interesting race in the Tier 2s. They obviously put on a great show, considering I set the lobby up wrong as well, so they did a great job on staying on circuit. But like I said, all still to play for at the minute, so here we are. I don't think the Fuji Championship standings has been put up, but we do have Maze Gaming. We also have Emo Guy and Richie, and I believe Miguelito was technically also in the points, but obviously due to missing tonight, he won't be in the points chance anyway. But Emo Guy and Richie and Maze Game all look like they're up for the championship. Currently Maze Game, I believe, is leading the championship, but I don't know if I got the right standings right now. But we're currently watching Fury right now in the Mercedes. He's still trying to get to grips with this Mercedes, even though he is used to... Ah, no, here I am. I found the right one now. Richie is currently leading the championship with Maze Gaming in second, Emo Guy in third, and BT Tiger, actually, sorry, is still in for the chance for the title. But he's got a massive mountain to climb, so can BT Tiger get himself into this championship? But Sergey, we definitely had an interesting race at Fuji. Do you think we're going to have the same here tonight?
Yeah, I think, and we watch BT Tiger. I'm watching now 1:19.1. Absolutely great lap time, and I think that he'll have a battle for the first position, and he'll try to pick up points there as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure. BT really needs to try and gain as many points as possible. 35 for a race win and also an extra point for fastest lap. So BT will want to make sure he excels as much as possible. Part of the team Pro Laps boys, including BT Tiger himself and Maze Gamer. I don't know where Maze Gamer is currently on circuit. He's currently in the pits at this minute, but both of them part of Team Pro Laps, and we'll be trying to do it for the team. As I was just seeing the comments here, Nikki saying Team Pro Laps, Fury's Granda saying evening all, and good luck to everybody, and as always looking after and supporting Fury, saying go Fury, and obviously the only G in the comments as well saying good luck to everyone. But Smurf here saying as well good evening all, as we see Fury just has a little bit of a spin out on circuit, still trying to get to grips with this Mercedes.
Yeah, there are 3 Mercedes on P1, P2 and P3. Maybe they'll finish the same, but it's a very tricky track for these cars. I don't know what we'll expect from the race.
Yeah, definitely. Like these Mercedes, this is all kind of not worth keeping an eye on, because obviously we are in a practice session and they will be doing a reverse grid. We've currently got less than 4 minutes of this session left, so this is just a practice session and get their cars dialed in, ready to go. As you see just behind Fury, I believe that I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. I think that's Rompu, but I might be wrong. But Rompu there behind him, trying to learn the cars again and who's in what. But the reverse grid should be interesting. I'm just going to read the grid order for that as I scroll through the Discord. If you do want to be a part of Motive Racing, then please head over to our website, which is www.motiveracing.com. And there's all sorts of championships on available: GTEs, GT3s, Renault Clios, touring cars, ACC with GT3s multi-class, and also we have the F1 2020 Championship as well. But the grid order for this sprint race and reverse grid will be: Smoky Devil will start on pole position, Fury in second, Bertie will start in third, Boost in fourth, fifth will be Nando, sixth will be Mate Garcia, seventh will be Amazing Pieball, eighth Ugbar, ninth will be Swiftmaster, 10th Rompu, 11th BT Target, 12th Emo Guy, and Maze Gamer in 13th, and Richie obviously leading the championships will start in 14th. But that's the schedule for tonight. They'll also have a break then, and then we will go into a qualifier session, then a sprint race. But right now they're just trying to dial their cars in and get them in the right frame of mind for tonight's racing. We see Martin as well. Good luck everyone. Go Motive, Xmar, part of Team Prolapse here, supporting his drivers and the community as well. And it's always good to see all the drivers supporting one another. It's great to see, great sportsmanship. But
it's a great job on the Clio Cup commentary as well. Tuesday night, 2-1. Martin Story, great job. Alongside your father Kelly, as well done.
Welcome back, Andy. nice little comfort break there.
Yeah, a little bit. Had a coffee, bit of a chill out session. Ready to roll for some more action.
My comfort break normally involves the toilet, but I'm too scared to go in there at the minute because I seem to get locked in there every time. But yeah, no, Martin doing a fantastic job in the Clios, and him and Matt and Kelly all great fun in the commentary box at the Clios. We obviously do the tier 2s, but they do a great show in the tier 1s. Should be an interesting night racing, won't it, Andy? I mean, I've got Sergey's opinion, but should be an interesting night of racing, as we can see BT Targa, the man to beat at the minute, but from Fury.
Yeah, it looks like BT Targa. It's actually got a bit of a gap at the top of that leaderboard there, driving the Mercedes as well. So we talked about how this track is not really a Merc track, this Recruiter Park circuit, but BT Targa's obviously got something working for him, because he's absolutely flying. He's in the low 1 minute 19s. We saw in the tier 2 qualifying session that the times were, I think Cobb did a pole time of a 1 minute 19.7, so BT Targa's 6 tenths quicker than that. But you've got to realise that Cobb has actually gone quicker than Fury, Richie, Nando, all these guys. So Cobb really did set a quick time in the tier 2 qualifying session, but BT Targa has absolutely blitzed it. Obviously we don't want to read too much into this because this is only a practice session, and we know these guys may be running higher fuel loads. They might just be running race spec type of setups, but it's definitely looking quite ominous for opposition of BT Targa right now. Obviously Richie leads the championship. BT Targa with a very outside chance of,
I believe he's 52 points back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a very long shot of retaining his title. He's going to have to really put in a hell of a round this time around if he wants to keep himself in with a shout. But he's doing it right at the moment. He's doing what he has to do, as we see him getting off into the grass there. But yeah, 1.1 seconds is his gap at the top of the leaderboard. Nando looks like he's on the lap right now. He's currently sat in 4th. Fury and Richie in the pits. Emo Guy sat in 5th, currently in the pits as well. Emo Guy's had a great season though in that Lamborghini so far. We saw him at Algarve taking the win, also at Hockenheim as well in the feature race. So Emo Guy's had a hell of a season and still win with a shout in the points as well going into this race. Pull up the championship standings. Emo Guy actually comes into this round in 3rd in the championship, only 18 points behind the leader Richie.
Yeah, so see just in the comments here, everyone's saying good evening and being, like I said, respectful to one another. As we see Nikki saying hello to the Team Fury, and Fury's mum's in here. Good evening all, and go Fury. Fury's granddad saying good evening Nikki. Everyone's saying good evening Nikki. Good evening Nikki. How are you doing? Martin here also saying thanks for the kind words, Andy. Great commentary by yourself, Dan, as always. You all do a great job. So, and yeah, we all delivered to put on a great show. But that is the end of the practice session, and should be an interesting sprint race. Who do you guys think will be your pick for tonight?
For myself, I'm going to put my money on BT Targa for this one. He just seems to have some sizzling pace in the practice. He's obviously fourth in the championship. He will be starting, I think, around 10th on the grid, but he looks in ominous form right now.
11th.
BT Targa.
Yeah,
11th,
I'm gonna put my money on Amazing Pie Boy. I don't know why. I got a feeling about Amazing Pie Boy, so I probably cursed him now. But Sergey, you still there? Who do you think is going to come out on top in the sprint race?
So I'll put my money on Emo Guy.
Emo Guy. So we've all gone for 3 different drivers.
Yeah.
We're covering it, guys. We're making sure we've got a good chance of getting this one.
Interesting to note as well, none of us has said Richie or Maze Gamer. The 2 that are currently at the top of the championship, we haven't said either of them. So should
I think we simply want this championship to be blown wide open. We want to see a fight going down to the wire for this one.
We do definitely want to see a fight. Maze Gamer, obviously, with the speed and pace in that Mercedes, but he's a little bit inconsistent this season. He keeps making little mistakes here and there. But to be fair, Richie hasn't had the luck of the championship neither. So it is still actually wide open, all the way down to BT Targa. It's still open up. I think it's still got, 72 points available. Still, if you count all the points up.
Yeah, it is 100% still absolutely wide open right now, but I can't see Richie or Mace dropping that amount of points. BT Targa, 52 points behind. He's got 140 left on the table.
He needs to win every race and take every fastest lap. BT has got a mountain to climb, but if any man could do it, it could be him. I'm just going to run through the grid order one more time, if for the drivers are listening can remember as well. In pole position, we will have Smoky Devil. In second, we will have Fury. Third will be Bertie. In fourth will be Boostin. Fifth is Nando. Sixth is Mate Garcia. Seventh, Amazing Pie Boy. 8th is Ugbar, 9th is Spiffmaster, 10th Rompu, 11th BT Targa, 12th Emo Guy, 13th will be Maze Gamer, and 14th is Richie, due to obviously DJ Phil running a bit late, and also Miguelito not being able to come here. We have lost 2 drivers, but we should have a good night's racing for sure. Look through some of the comments here. Let's hope Fury gets a good race tonight from Nikki. BT putting a thumbs up and a rainbow. Fury's mum, fingers crossed. Xmar saying hope. Yep, I agree with BT. Looking strong. Elliot, please no immediate curses. I will try my best. Nikki saying I'm good, thanks mate. Andy, the Murray Walker is in the box. Elliot also saying up the crusts. And Fury's around that saying fingers crossed to Fury, obviously. So these guys will be getting themselves in order. Smurfy here saying go Ugbar. Someone here to support the Flying Dutchman. But right now the drivers will want to be getting into order as quickly as possible. It is a short lap here, so the quicker they can get in order, the better. One more run through the order to make sure they are able to know where they're going. Smoky Devil in first, Fury in second, Bertie in third, Boost in fourth, Nando fifth, Mate Garcia sixth, Amazing Pie Boy seventh, Ugbar eighth, Swiftmaster ninth, Rompu 10th, BT Tiger 11th, Emo Guy 12th, Maze Gamer 13th, and Richie in 14th. But guys, if you were the lead car, Smoky Devil, when would you go? Obviously, you got the choice of the final corner all the way up to the start-finish line. Where would you go if it was you?
Right on start-finish line.
Wait to the very last second and then go.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. And you, Andy?
I'd go out the final corner, get it over with, get going as soon as possible.
Fair enough. But if it was me, I'd do about mid-pat or just catch him off guard. But they got to remember, as the lead car, he can't do stop-starts. He can't be changing his pace. He has to keep a nice, smooth pace all the way up until he wants to go. But we want to keep an eye out on for Fury. He'll be want to try and capitalise as best he can. But guys, it's going to be exciting, isn't it? Guys, in the comments, put in your prediction who you think the race winner is going to be. As Smokey brings the pack to a stop as we're about to get going here at Rapuna Park. Exits the final corner. When is Smoky Devil going to go? I think he's gone. We're up to speed and away here for the sprint race. And Fury is already on the back of Smoky Devil.
Yeah, it looks like Fury into that slipstream straight away. It looks like Bertie had a bit of a sleepy start. Boosting already, looking to the inside as they come up towards turn one. But Smoky Devil holding on to that lead. It looks like Bertie went a little bit wide as we see Fury looking to the inside now. Smoky Devil all over the curb, but Fury's alongside. Is he going to have to move into turn 2? It looks like Smoky got a slightly better run out of the corner and holds on to that position for the time being. Bertie in P3. Boosted. Looks like Boosted and Bertie coming together there. And
No, that was
Bertie
Nando.
like
There's all sorts of cars everywhere.
Oh, carnage at the start here. Boosting down to the last place here at the beginning of this race. Bertie got away with that one, sort of. Currently running in P3, but disaster for Boosting down to last place. BT target up into 5th already, and it looks like Richie might have got held up a little bit there. Currently running in P10, but Smoky Devil has been passed by Fury. Fury up into the lead of this race.
Yeah, definitely all sorts of chaos going on in that mid-pack, but Smoky Devil has managed to stay in the top 3. And look who is in 4th place, guys. It's Amazing Pie Boy, but also look who else is behind him. BT Tiger has moved all the way up into 5th place with Emo Guy right behind him. So the championship contenders have already got through the chaos and are already in the top 6 already. So these guys really benefiting from that, while Maze Gamer and Richie are still near the back in 10th and 11th place.
Yeah, very seamless progress there from Emo Guy and BT Tiger. Looks like Ian's actually got ahead of BT Tiger out of that last corner up into 5th place. So maybe BT Tiger went a little bit wide there. Ian will now set his sights on the top 4. But we know these two, both championship contenders, as you said, Dan, and they're both extremely quick drivers in this GT3 category. They're going to want to get up to that front as soon as they can. Fury is going to need to build that gap because he looks pretty strong around this track. Driving in that Merc as well. We saw in Tier 2 the Merc's struggling, but here in Tier 1, these guys are really getting it together.
Amazing Pie Boy's dropped it.
Oh no!
And lost a lot of positions.
That's me, Kirsten. I'm sorry, Pie Boy. he's one of my favourite drivers in the GT3, and I've just cursed him already. And I'm just seeing in the comments as well, Elliot good to put, I got Pie Boy for a podium with Smokey and Fury on the podium as well, but oh no, my curses are continuing. Bertie looking to make a move on Smokey right now, but if Fury is listening, which he always does, mate, you just got to keep it smooth and clean and just keep it focused. Don't try and be too fast, just keep that pace. It's all about consistency, as Emo Guy is trying to catch onto the back of 2nd and 3rd, but my curse is already come in, guys. I don't know about you two's driver already. BT Tiger and who as we said Emo Guy, yes. So these two obviously benefiting out of that, but BT obviously trying to bring that gap down. Fury had the pace. All we have to do is keep it consistent and pull away from Smoky Devil while the others are trying to get through. Richie here trying to find his way past the Flying Dutchman. Flying Dutchman hasn't had too bad a start. He looks like he's had contact with someone, but it's not been as bad as it has been before. But Richie will be desperately getting past him. As you can see, Maze Gaming is in front. Fury's mum saying, keep your head, Fury. Mum says that, so you better do it. As Ugbar goes wide and Richie makes contact.
And
it looks like Richie dives up the inside. He's got that one done.
What's that? Now down to P6.
Richie down to Bertie down to P6. So Bertie's lost out somewhere. So that means Emo Guy and BT move up another place. So that's bringing their chances. So the top 2 in the championship are still struggling to get through the pack, while the other 2, Emo and BT, he's into 2nd now. Emo, yeah. Good spot there, Sergey.
I think that Smoky Devil just let him go. I don't think that there was a battle there.
So you think that Smokey doesn't want to get too much into involved in the championship, just want a solid result by the sounds of things?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
So
but
maybe he saw that Emo Guy is better and faster and just let him go.
Yeah, for sure. As you saw there, Emo Guy, just previously, the lap for this, he was in the 1 minute 20. So Emo Guy has got the pace to pull away from this pack and catch Fury. But, Bertie.
Like Maze Gamer's got around the outside of Bertie there. Great move from Maze Gamer. Really brave on the brakes. He's pulled that one off fantastically well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the Fury gang are putting their thumbs up and getting excited because none of us picked Fury for the race win. And at the minute, he's just managing that gap, which is all he needs to do right now. But we don't want to talk about it too much because it will probably distract him right now. But Emo Guy is planning to bring that gap down, and these two do have a little bit of a past of bumping into each other, so hopefully they can keep it clean. As we see also, BT Tiger has moved into 3rd place and keeping his championship hopes alive right now. But it's all still to play for, isn't it, guys, as we're only 13 minutes into this session.
Yeah, 100%. Ian and BT Targa both have some pretty strong pace here, but Fury, to be fair, leading this race and currently lapping in the low 1 minute 21, so he looks like he is more than a match for these two, but
Andy,
he needs to keep it consistent.
don't look at the comments because I've already been told off by everyone. Nikki has just said, Dan, don't jinx Fury. Fury's mum says, don't curse him. And then Fury's granddad says, shush, Dan. Oh, no.
Does anyone know who the race leader is? I don't know who's leading the race.
Emo Guy's leading the race at the minute with BT Tiger in second. Yeah, that's what's going on. I think that's a lap car ahead of him, to be fair.
I wonder where Fury is. He's just disappeared off our radar.
He's just chilling in on his picnic chair and just having a drink like Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got a move in the background there, Andy.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's making a move here. Rompu looks like he's looking up the inside of Swiftmeister. He's got that one done on the brakes. Fantastic move from Rompu. He'll now pull onto the back of Smoky Devil, who's going backwards here in this sprint race, obviously with the reverse grid for the championship standings here in the sprint races.
Between Rompu and
Swiftmaster.
Side by side here.
You can make moves around the outside of that corner there. It's kind of a weird banking corner. It's not an obvious banking, but you can do it. If you muscle your way around, you can do it. Smurfy here saying, why is Ugbar always the victim? Come on, Ugbar, make your mum proud. So come on, Ugbar, push it, mate. Let's clear that head and let's keep going. You can do it, mate. But Maze Gamer right now hustling the back of these guys. He's desperate to get past them and try and get near his championship rivals who are currently in second and third. But Richie is having a torrid race right now, down in 11th still, guys.
Yeah, no pace from him. Something very strange there. Maybe mistakes?
I don't think it's pace.
His lap times are actually not far off. I mean, 122 last time. Before that, it was a low 121. So he's matching the pace of the leaders, kind of, but he's making too many mistakes at the moment. It seems to be going on this track.
He just seems to be getting involved in little skirmishes and stuff like that. Even Amazing Pie Boy, who dropped down to last at the start of the race, has managed to get back past him. So, as you see there, Bertie going really wide in that awkward turn to left-hander, but Amazing Pie Boy definitely recovering right now. And as I say that, he drops it. Oh, Pie Boy! Pie Boy, no!
And even Booster overtaking.
The commentator's curse is just really messing around with Amazing Pie Boy right now.
I'm sorry, Pie Boy. I'm really sorry. I just thought with your Hot Wheels livery, I thought you were going to be smoking hot tonight, but obviously not. But
and the battle for the second place. BT Targa tried to overtake him, a guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Looks like BT Targa is all over the back of Emo Guy right now. If Fury's paying attention to this, it might just give him a chance just to extend the gap a little bit while these two are battling it out. Fury's granddad said, Dan strikes again. I am sorry, I've got the curse tonight. It's a good thing in the Formula Renaults I will be racing and not commentating, but BT Targa looks to be all over the back of Emo Guy. We're watching Spiffmaster in 4th right now, Rompu in 5th. Cameraman making me feel a little bit sick, but he got Maze Gamer right on the back of Smoky Devil, but also Ugbar wanted to come back involved and get involved in this. So Ugbar trying to find some pace.
Yeah, it looks like he's looking to the inside, but also Maze Gamer looks like he's lining up a move here on Smoky. He's going to go for a late lunge. It looks like he just tags the rear end of him, and I think Maze Gamer might have just helped Smoky Devil round there. It was a little bit naughty. Ugbar's up into 7th place, but Smoky Devil I think will have every right to be a bit of grief there.
Yeah, definitely. That might be a Stewards inquiry there. That looked a little bit cheeky from Maze Gamer. If he gave the place back, I don't think it would have been too much an issue. But Richie is now starting to get through the pack. It's taking him a bit. Oh, now Richie's turn to push him round. What are these?
Smoky Devil's getting bullied here.
Smoky Devil is getting bullied by the leading championship drivers, and they're just pushing and shoving him around. So Richie, I'd say, is trying to get through the pack. He's doing it a bit boisterously, but he is getting through. As the fight between
keeping it very professional right now, but I imagine inside he's probably thinking that's a bit of karma for last week's Formula Renaults,
maybe, possibly.
But it looks like BT Targa's still really hassling the back of Emo Guy, just can't find a way through. These two very evenly matched at this point. I don't believe that BT Targa's being held up. I think that these two are just bringing each other along, and at the moment they're not really gaining on Fury much at all. Fury's just doing bits out front, not extending, but just maintaining that gap, and he's very much on course to bring it home in the win for this race. He can just keep doing what he's doing. Ian and BT Targa look like they're worrying about each other too much. It's compromising their ability to close in on Fury. So at this point, Fury's looking very, very good indeed. Richie looks like he's just ahead of Smoky Devil, having made that move. It looks like Bertie now closing up onto the back of Smoky Devil. So Smoky Devil now is going to have to defend from the Bentley of Bertie. And Boosted and Nando fighting as well here, guys.
There's fights all up and down of the grid right now, but I just took on to what you just said, Andy, and not being professional, I just completely forgot what you were saying about Smoky Devil, but he definitely hindered me at the Formula Renaults, but I don't hold no grudges. It's what it is. It's racing.
It's a different mode as well, isn't it? I mean,
exactly.
Whoa! Oh, what's Nando doing? Oh my God! Look at that. Where's he going?
He wants to go to the Kennedy Space Station where Fury was not long ago.
Well, I think he might be aiming for Alonso there. Obviously, Alonso not sat on the deck chairs right now, but if he was, I think he would have been a dead man there, because Nando would have just taken him clean out.
Yeah, definitely. And just also notice, guys, Emo Guy and BT are starting to bring the gap down to Fury. It was 3 seconds, it's now less than 2, so those two guys are starting to catch on to the back of Fury a little bit. Maybe Fury's had a little scruffy laps or so, but yeah, it looks like he's just losing out a little bit there. We've currently got 26 people watching the stream right now and only 21 likes. Please, guys, hit that like button. We've got a couple of comments in. Kirk obviously got a comment in here, and I'm not going to read his message because I know that is promotion for himself and the team that he runs. So I'm going to say he's chatting about Team Prolapse. So Team Prolapse it is. Phil, I have refueled myself and I'm all ready for the feature race, and Phil is ready to join in, but Evo also says, remember Evo Fury? Not Fury. Evo Venga, does that ring a bell to you, Andy?
He was due to be racing in our GTEs this season, but unfortunately our Tier 2s got cancelled, so he wasn't able to race in our leagues. But Evo Venga, good to have you watching on the stream, buddy. Be sure to drop a like on this one, and if you want to get involved in this GT3 league next season, then make sure you sign up when the sign-ups go live in a week or so's time.
Mistake there. He lost a lot of positions. Now,
what's happened to the flying Dutchman? Oh, he's had a mare coming out of the last corner. Oh no.
Maze Gamer as well involved.
Maze Gamer's having a complete mess of a race.
I'm sorry, Elliot. I'm really sorry. Oh God. Dan Pieboy is dead last. What did you do? I was trying to support. I was trying to support him, and now it's gone terribly wrong. I'm sorry, Pieboy. I got big faith in the guy. You know, that's one thing. But yeah, I've just cursed him, haven't I? I've just messed up.
Dan, we can't put faith in people because it always ends badly.
I don't like any of these drivers no more. I'm not supporting no one. I think they're all rubbish. I'm joking.
Do we know who's leading the race yet? I don't know where. Oh, just picking up Fury. No.
Is it not that? Is it not that red Lamborghini? I think it's the red Lamborghini, the 66 Lamborghini.
666.
666. That's the one. Whatever. The devil's number.
Maybe somebody should support 212. The Angel's number.
I'll do that. I'm an angel.
You're number 16.
Yeah.
Number 16 is an awful number.
I can't speak Monegasque. That's my problem. I can't speak. I'm not from Monaco, and yeah, it's.
We need to take lessons from Charles Leclerc.
I was going to say if any of the people watching could guess who I was talking about, but you already shot that me in the foot.
Sorry.
I got a question for the people in the comments right now. There is a famous motorsport driver who is from New Zealand. He currently has, I believe, 6 titles in his championship, but he doesn't race in F1 nor GT3s. Can anyone guess who I'm thinking of? But right now we still got Fury out in front, leading right now, with Emo Guy and BT are trying to hunt him down. You got an idea, Andy?
IndyCar, right?
Could possibly be, yeah. If you want to send me a message and I can tell you if you're right or not. But for the rest of the guys, Who do you think I'm talking about? Famous motorsport driver, 6 times champion from New Zealand. Who am I talking about? This would be his home circuit, but right now here at Rapuna Park, it's really delivered some good racing here tonight, hasn't it, guys? It really has.
Yeah, it really has, and Fury's driven a fantastic race here in this one. He's got Emo Guy and BT Targa still reeling him in. These two currently battling with each other. It looks like they are making progress here at the end of this race. Fury just needs to keep his head, not let the pressure get to him. He needs to stay composed and just ride this one out. If he just defends his position, if they do pull up onto the back of him, he just needs to make sure he parks his car in all the right places. But Emo Guy is going to have pressure from BT Targa. But we've seen some fantastic fights throughout the field. We've seen lots of scuffles, but it's been cleanly done as well, with the exception of a couple of incidents here and there. It's been more or less pretty tidy out there. Boostin's currently fending off Nando for 8th and 9th here. Also Bertie and Ogbar currently fighting around. Oh, Ogbar gets very sideways there onto the grass. But yeah, Rapuna Park really has surfed up an exciting race, and like we expected actually, because it is one of those tight, twisty circuits that always brings some drama, and a very tricky track to drive in these GT3s. So massive hats off to all the guys for actually very few incidents out there.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some comments in here coming in right now. Almost 500 subscribers already. Jeez. Yes, Evo, we are starting to get bigger and bigger, and we want to get more. So please tell your friends, tell your family members to subscribe. We're less than a minute and a half left of this race. So please tell your friends and family to support us, your drivers and everything. But right now we've got 25 likes. This is amazing, guys. Keep it up. Emo Guy, BT Tiger and Fury all putting on a fantastic show for you tonight. Phil Pin, haha, I'm not rubbish, I'm not a rubbish racer. You can always try and give me a pet and I will have you put me in a good car on the controller. So that's obviously DJ Phil putting in what he thinks. Elliot says, is it Hartley? No, it's not Hartley I'm thinking of. Nicky Dixon, could possibly be Dixon. Bruce McLaren, possibly. But Evo also says, I can't sign up to GT3 racing because I'm already grinding my job on the extra cash going. It's such a shame on that, mate. But Emo Guy all over the back of Fury right now. And Elliot put, of course, it's Bruce. I tell you now, it's not Bruce. One of you is right. But which one? And across the line, we got one more lap for sure. If you think you know who it is, please drop a message here. But right now, we're watching the leading pack on their final lap. Emo Guy has one last chance. So does BT Target to take a race win here. And they're all over the back of that Mercedes. Spiffmaster is actually the fastest man on track right now. And he's only 4 seconds off. So if these guys get tangled up, Spiffmaster might be in for a chance.
Oh, yeah, Fury there. Just 3 tenths ahead of Emo Guy right now. Ian's going to want to throw caution to the wind in the last part of this race, but he needs to keep the car on the track. He won't want to lose points. If he gets behind BT Tiger and Spiffmeister, it will compromise his standing in the championship. He just needs to stay what he's doing because he will gain points on well, not BT Tiger, but Richie as well, currently running in 6th place, and Maze Gamer down in 10th. So this is a real opportunity for Emo Guy to make some inroads there on the guys at the top. He just needs to bring this home if he can't get the win. But Fury coming into the final couple of corners. What a fantastic sprint race this has been for Fury CBK. It's not been the greatest of seasons for him here at Motive, but he's really pulled out all the stops tonight as he's coming now into the last corner here at Rapuna Park here in New Zealand. The Fury fan club, Fury's granddad and Fury's mum are going to be singing the praises of this man as he's coming up towards the line. A flash of the lights as he crosses over the finish line here at Rapuna Park.
Yeah.
What a drive from Fury. Emo Guy comes over in 2nd place. BT Target and Emo Guy both gaining points on Richie and Maze Gamer in that championship battle. Spiffmeister coming around in 4th place, was really setting some quick lap times at the end of that race, but couldn't make the gains when he needed to. Rompu there 5th. Richie, the championship leader, down in 6th place, losing points to Emo Guy in this one. Smoky Devil 7th, great result for him coming around the last corner right now. Maze Gamer lost a lot of points to his championship rival in that though, guys.
Yeah, Maze Gamer really struggling for points here. Richie as well. So Emo Guy and BT gaining points back on them, but obviously not enough. But hats off to Fury. He drove a fantastic race, very little mistakes, and he held back Emo Guy and BT Targa all the way to the end. Awesome stuff. And to answer the question question that I gave out, it was actually Scott Dixon, who is the 6 times IndyCar champion, the most successful man in IndyCar history. He is a New Zealander, and he's the most successful IndyCar driver. So well done, Nicky, for getting that one right. But we'll just have a little break. Make sure you grab a drink, grab something to eat, and these guys will just get themselves sorted and ready for the feature race. So make sure you join us back in a second.
Quite an interesting race, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Just waiting for G
And
to just...
Is it the first win for Fury?
I think it's the first win of this season, yes, I believe. Currently just waiting for G just to put us be right back. There we go, he heard me.
Good job from Fury. Good job from Fury. But Emo guy was really near him.
Yeah, they were getting close, weren't they? Yes. Weather conditions are... Where is tier 1 info? It is overcast. And 9 o'clock, 8, 9. Save. No longer practice. Quali. Oops. 15. Start time is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Real time. And that
8
is
or 8 AM.
PM.
PM. I love night races.
I'm not a fan. Pit window opens on lap 11. Okay, I think we're good. Has everyone in? DJ Phil. Where's DJ
Andy
Phil?
went somewhere again, I think.
Say again?
Andy went somewhere again, I think.
Yeah. Right, I think we are good to go. Just double check this is all correct. 8, 9, 6, 8. Yep. Right, let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here at Motive Racing, racing on the GT3s here at Rapuna Park in New Zealand. We just had a fantastic sprint race where Fury take the race win, but BT Targa and Nemo Guy are opening their chances in the championship by staying ahead of Maze Gamer and Richie. So it's all still to play for right now. Currently watching BT Targa leave the pits, but they're currently on a 15-minute qualifying session right now, and they'll be wanting to tweak their cars for the race for the qualifying session, and then they'll change for the sprint race, feature race. Sorry, I cannot get my words out tonight. Blah. Elliot goes to puts. Pie Boy said that everyone on comms, please leave him alone. So, Pie Boy, I want to say I'm sorry, and that's the last I'll be mentioning him tonight. But a great sprint race we had earlier on, Sergey. What do you think is going to come of the feature race tonight? Now they can qualify as well.
Yeah, really great race, but in qualify, I think the favorites are Richie, BT Targa, and Fury for me. I think they'll make a top 3. So we saw that Fury got a great pace there.
Yeah, Fury definitely had good pace, so he can get himself up with the big boys. But I won't discount Emo Guy right now. Emo Guy also has the pace also to stick with him. So I think it's going to be between BT and Emo. After seeing the pace that those two had, I would say those two are the ones to watch. Richie really needs to get his head dialed in for this circuit. He just seems to be struggling. He doesn't seem to have it on top like the others do. And a couple more comments coming here saying Fury's going to nothing new there. Dan with a laughing face. Elliot saying laughing face. Good stuff, man. So yeah, I'm leaving him alone. I'm not going to mention his name, but yeah, definitely should be an interesting feature race for sure. But we got 33 laps of this Rapuna Park track, and so the little questionnaire that I had before with the 6 times champion was obviously Scott Dixon of IndyCar, so a Kiwi himself, and I think he's the most successful New Zealander in motorsport history. So there's a little bit of fact for you here at New Zealand. But if you like what you see and you want to be a part of the action, then please head over to motiveracing.com to sign up to any of the championships we have available. We obviously run here on the Project Cars 2 platform. We also run on ACC, and also we run on F1 2020, all sorts of championships available to everyone. And also, if you want to be a part of the action, if you want to be a part of the stewards, then also we can apply you for a steward's role and help decide the contacts and accidents that go on circuits. Or if you want to be a commentator like myself, Sergey and Andy, also Kelly, Exmar, Matt, and many others that we have here, a part of a great team, then please applicate as a commentator as well, and we will see if we can get you in the box to have a bit of fun with us. But for sure. And also, if you want to be a part of supporting us with our peloton as well, then please look into getting involved in that as well. We got 4 people currently: Cobb, Nikki, can't remember off the top of my head, so I'm gonna look at it on the Discord. But if you want to help support Motive, then please have a look at that, and we're sure we can get you sorted and organised in that. I believe we have 4. Like I said, I have Nikki, Cobb, JR, who's done pro, Chris, who's done pro, Nikki, the only elite, and Cobb was also done pro as well. So these guys really getting back and supporting us. And also we've also got some coaching as well from the Only Gs. If you want a bit of coaching in Project Cars or ACC, then have a look at that as well. But right now we're focusing on the GT3s. So, in your opinion, Sergey? Yeah, once again. Once again,
Richie found his pace again, I think.
Yeah, once again.
He made 1:19.7. Not so bad.
Yeah, I think BT has actually matched his lap time in practice. So he did a 1:19.1. As you can see here, he's just backing off the pace a little bit so he can clear himself some space. I know he's coming into the pits. So it's always worth, I don't know if any of the drivers else do this, I definitely do it, but in my qualifying nor practice session, I always practice coming in the pits. Always practice, because you can get caught out, and if it's a circuit you don't know, then it's very easy to gain a 10-second penalty just from not being able to come in the pits properly. So it's always worth just doing a practice pit stop just to get it down. But Like I said, BT is on top, and look who else is up there as well. Spiffmaster getting into the 19s as well. So Spiffmaster has got pace in that Mercedes. The car that we said would struggle is actually the car that's covering the top 3 right now.
Yeah, sure. So these guys are really very fast now, and it will be interesting to watch them in the race. Will they manage to keep it clean or not?
As we see, the driver is just disconnected. I'm not sure who we've lost.
Yeah,
I think it might have been Nando. By the looks of things, Nando is just disconnected. So hopefully he can get.
I've disconnected.
Oh, you've disconnected as well. So there's obviously 2 people who's disconnected. So Sergey and Nando both all disconnected. Sergey will try and get himself back in as quickly as he can.
Yeah.
But also, after the sprint race, we've now got DJ Phil back here tonight. DJ Phil is obviously getting himself involved. He couldn't quite do the sprint race, but he's here ready for the feature race and to get involved. Andy currently away at the minute, so we're just stuck to watching BT right now. He's probably grabbed another coffee and having another comfort break once again. But
yeah, maybe.
I mean, I would love a comfort break right now, but I'm scared I'm going to get locked in there. So as I did in the 24-hour race over on Simplay, I got locked in there and stuck. That was fun. But I think as well, Spiffmaster is also disconnected. A few guys just disconnecting, so not good for them. Hopefully they got less than 8 minutes back to get in the session, so hopefully they can. Won't take them too long, hopefully, but still, BT Tiger the man to beat. Richie and Emo Guy can't quite get on their pace. Richie half a second off, and Emo Guy is a second off, as Fury now puts in a good time as well. He does a 1:20.7. And who we got back here now? We have got Nando. So Nando has managed to get himself back into the session. We're just waiting on Spiffmaster. This thing is starting to glitch out a little bit. Who we got back in now? We got Spiffmaster and Sergey all back in. So we've now got our drivers back in now. I believe we're still missing one more driver, but hopefully whoever we are missing will get back in. Such a shame for Spiffmaster there. He did put it in 3rd place, and now he has to go and undo all that hard work he done and try again. But it should be an interesting race for sure. 33 laps around this beautiful track, and the pit window will open on lap 11, so the drivers will not allow to pit until lap 11. And like I said, it's always worth just coming in and doing a practice pit stop, just so you know where the marker boards are and you know where you're braking. It's very easy to make that mistake.
Yeah, and now I'm watching Fury. He's got to get good delta. Let's watch.
I mean, I would love to watch him, but like I said, Andy currently away at the second.
Fury made...
Here he is.
1:20.1.
Here's Fury, and he does improve. He's only a second off. Yeah, Rompu there going into 3rd place. Rompu finding the pace right now in 3rd. He's only 7/10 off BT Targa, but still BT Targa's time is unmatchable right now. No one seems to be able to get anywhere near him.
He's flying here.
There's currently got Emo Guy in the pits right now. Smoky Devil in the pits as well. These guys just making a few little changes to their car. Some of them might also be looking at doing a race at setup. I know some people tend to do a half of a session where they focus on lap time, and then the other half they focus on a race pace setup. Well, that's what I do anyway. I'm trying to sound professional as I am, but actually I'm not. But still plenty of time for these drivers to improve and get a good qualifying position. Currently got 22 people watching the stream and 25 likes. If you haven't liked the stream already, then please do so. Hit that like button. If you want to be a part, if you want to subscribe as well, then please subscribe. More subscribers and more action that we can give you guys. And also, if you want to be notified every time we are live, then hit the bell. The bell will notify you when we are live and racing. As Fury is now following the back of Rompu. It's quite tight for the top 6, only 1.2 separating them as Richie comes in the pits and he's coming to make an adjustment. But just want to look through the comments. If anyone wants to drop in a comment and put their prediction in on who they think is going to take the race win in the feature race, then please do so. Or they think who's going to take pole position. But right now, BT Target is the man to beat. Richie in second, Rompu in third, Emo Guy 4th, Fury in 5th, and Bertie 6th. That's your top 6 at this minute. Swiftmaster should be able to get out there. Boostin and Nando still haven't set a lap time either, but I'm sure they will be able to put in a good time.
Swiftmaster, watch. He's
There.
up to blue.
Yeah, just as I mentioned him, yeah, Swiftmaster goes into second now. Only just under 2/10 off BT's best. So BT has got a challenger in Swiftmaster, and Swiftmaster really showing his pace. Maze Gamer now has improved as well. He goes into 5th. So the times are coming down. BT comes in again, once again, to make a few little changes. But it's getting even closer now, Sergey. There's only now top 8 is separated by 1.2. So it's definitely a close field. We're still waiting on Boostin to put a lap in now.
Yeah, but I'm watching him now, and maybe he just went on fast lap. But I don't think that he made a good one. So he wasn't so good in sprint race, and maybe he doesn't like this track.
Nah, probably doesn't suit him as well. We know Cobb was really hustling his Porsche around. Well, I say hustling, he was about as smooth as they come around here at that point. But Boostin really struggling at the minute in his Porsche, as we see Fury clobbers the curb, trying to find extra pace there and loses the rear a little bit. But and he comes into the pits right now. So I'm still waiting to hear from you guys. I want to know who you think is going to take the race win and the pole position here tonight. We still got less than 3 minutes, so you got plenty of time to get a comment in and think who is going to take pole and the race win. So please drop a message in, entertain us, get involved, be a part of the action. And
good luck there from Nando. He's now to 5th place.
Yes, Nando going into 5th place. The pack is getting closer and closer. It's open to anyone right now. This short circuit really bringing the pack nice and close. Fury in 8th is a second behind BT Target. So the top 8 separated by separated by a second exactly. So Fury now coming out for his last attempt. Smoky Devil looks like he's got a grid penalty due to speeding in the pit lane. Probably just one for them. Ukbar in the pit right now. Hopefully, excuse me, hopefully to make some adjustments and changes, and so is Emo Guy, but still very close in the times right now, guys.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to watch this.
Yes, that's Fury
And
currently.
Richie made a good lap.
Yeah, now. Yeah, Richie now dialing down that car. 1:19.3. He now moves ahead of Swiftmaster. This is getting faster and faster, guys.
Top 3 is very near.
Yeah, top 3 only separated less than 2/10, so it's really close for the leaders. BT putting that absolute banker of a lap at the start, but now they're all starting to find pace. They're all starting to get together now, and they're all getting closer and closer. Still currently watching Fury right now. Emo Guy is in the pits. He won't get another lap in, so Emo Guy is done for the session. Ugbar is done for the session. So let's see who will be able to... Oh, Fury gets a big tap, and he clips the curbs. He might want to get out of Maze Gamer's way right now. Maze Gamer's on his way. I think he might be on a good lap. Fury's granddad puts don't normally do predictions, but I think you'll jinx somebody down. I'm not making any predictions. I'm asking you lot to make predictions. I've done making predictions. I always get people in trouble. But Boostin has done his lap time. Emo Guy coming out on track, but I don't see why he's not really going to improve on his lap. He's not going to get a lap done. Bertie is done. Boostin's done. Ugbar's done. But Fury right now is towing Maze Gamer around right now. Fury is currently a little bit slower than Maze, but it's all quite packed right now. We've got a couple.
Swiftmaster is done.
Yeah, Swiftmaster's done for the session, so he can't improve, and he's in for the pit. Let's see if he can hang on. BT Target in as well, so it's down to Richie and the rest of the drivers to try and stop them from taking the pole position here. That's the end of qualifying. Let's see who will come out on top here at Rapuna Park. I'm currently watching Fury right now. We've got a couple of cars behind him. So I believe Nando has completed his lap time, and he'll stay in 5th place.
Yeah, Nando now goes to pit lane.
Yeah, Nando is in the pit.
And Rompu
Rompu's done. He can't improve. Fury exits the final corner. Can Fury find any more pace? Maze Gamer's into the pits. He's done. And Fury across the line. He finds time, but not enough. So Fury misses out. Maze Game in the... Well, I thought he was coming in the pits, but he's coming towards the line. DJ Field's the only other driver out on circuit, I believe. And that is the end of qualifying. So BT Targa taking pole position, really extending his chances right now. Richie in second, Spiffmaster in third, but the other two championship contenders, Maze Gamer and Magai, side by side in 6th and 7th. So make sure you join us in a second where we will see who will take the race win in the feature race. But join us in a second. So currently right now we are just waiting for the drivers to sort themselves out, get their race pace set up, make sure they have enough fuel, make sure their pit strategy is all set and ready to go. But it should be an interesting race here at Rapuna Park, the last race of the night in the GT3s. Who do you think is going to take the race win here tonight then, Sergey? Oh, okay, Sergey is not there, but I don't know.
Mic was off. So,
that's okay.
I think that BT Targa and Reach will have a great battle for the first place, but Splitmaster will try to be there and will try to grab the first place too.
Yes, definitely for sure. I believe Andy, are you back now, Andy?
Yep. For me, I think BT Targa's got to be the favourite for this one. He's got the pace, he's had it since the beginning, and he's on great form. But I know. Oh, controller just died there. Yeah, we know that Richie's going to push him all the way, so this is going to be an absolutely fantastic race. We're about to go lights out here at Rapuna Park for the feature race here. And BT Targa holds the lead coming into turn 1. We're almost about to go racing here. And it's lights out and away we go, and it's a great start there from Richie. Gets away much better than BT Targa.
Oh my god!
Oh! Swiftmeister and Emo going together. It looks like Bertie caught up in that one as well. Lots of cars getting involved in the carnage there.
Oh my god!
The line. Oh no! It looks like Swiftmeister's on his knee. Oh my god!
Swiftmaster's carrying a car! Oh my god!
What is going on there, guys?
All I got in my head right now is Swiftmaster is just, I'm hanging here like a cow. That's all I got in my head right now. Oh my god, absolute chaos at the start there. What has happened? I think Swiftmaster can't roll over. I think he's stuck on his roof right now. He hasn't got a reset button, but Ugbar once again, Ogbar getting caught up in all sorts of chaos. Jeep and oh my god, Smurf there saying good luck Ogbar. Yes, Ogbar getting involved once again in some first lap carnage, but
what does he have to do?
I don't know, guys. I honestly, I think that might have been slightly my fault, because I was sitting there thinking Swiftmaster to myself was going to be the man to keep an eye on, but currently he's on his roof right now, I believe, still. As he's still losing loads of time. Yes, he's stuck on his roof and in the middle of the circuit as that is very strange. Has that car got nerve endings or something? I don't know. This is crazy. Like,
whoa!
BT gives him a little flip.
They couldn't see him by the looks of it because he's obviously run into him, but BT Targa's been unaffected by that. By the looks of it.
He's still on his roof. Oh my god, Spiffmaster. No. Oh, Fury's Grander goes first. First time I've ever seen a double-decker racing. So, yep. I'm still amazed by that. That was amazing. Maze Gamer trying to put a lap on his teammate right now. His Prolapse teammate, and he gets past him now. So, BT Targa will be struggling for lights right now.
That's the position.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the position. So Maze is now got in front, and Richie is now leading this race. So the two that were struggling in race 1 are now are at the front 2 in this race. So BT Tiger and Emo Guy still there in 3rd and 4th and doing well for points. But once again, the man who is doing really well in the sprint race, Fury, is up with the top 4, and it's really handing the back of Emo Guy. So this time it's Fury's turn.
He's down to P10 now. Maybe P11. Yeah, P11.
Yes, and Nando losing out places there, but we're seeing in the background Bertie has got Amazing Pie Boy right behind him and trying to find a way past him. We can't say much about Amazing Pie Boy because it curses him every time, so we're leaving him alone for this race. But all sorts of chaos at the start of this race. Lap 3 of 33. Pit window will open on lap 11, but still Swiftmaster still stuck on his roof.
Maybe he left the lobby.
And yeah, Swiftmaster has left or retired from the session because he's no longer in the leaderboards. But such a shame there for Swiftmaster. He looked good. He looked good for pace, but obviously didn't assign himself a reset button. BT still hounding the back of Maze Gamer right now, and this is allowing Richie just to pull away a little bit. There is Richie right now in the black and green Mercedes. Looks very familiar than the Mercedes we see in F1, so he's really hoping that that livery will help him in pace. But I think he made a little bit of a mistake because Maze has actually creeped up to him a little bit, as Fury's also made a mistake somewhere as he's dropped behind Bertie. Bertie in that Bentley is having a good race, keeping it clean.
Yeah, Bertie's just sort of creeping into the picture, isn't he? I mean, I think he might have dropped a bit off of Emo Guy and BT on the last lap or so, but BT and Emo are going to very much be players in this race. Richie and Maze will be very much aware of that. But Richie and Maze, obviously the top 2 in the championship coming into this round, they would have lost points to BT and Emo in that sprint race, so they're going to be really going to make sure that the same thing does not happen in this feature race. And Richie, we saw him really struggling earlier on, seemed to be not quite getting to grips with this Raccoon Park circuit. He's clearly made some adjustments to that Mercedes, and it is now absolutely flying around the track. So it's not going to be easy here in this race. BT Tiger was the fastest man last time around, only man in the 1 minute 20s at this early stage in the race. So I'd say my money's still very much firmly on BT Tiger for this one. I'm sticking with my prediction earlier on, guys. What about you guys?
I think that Richie made it till the end, but Maze Gamer will surely try to overtake him.
I think if Maze keeps his head, he could have this race win. So I think as long as Maze is, if he's listening in, just keep your head, mate. Keep it clean. You've just seen Fury take a race win, and it is doable. So just keep it clean, mate, and keep it clear, and you should be able to get past him. But Richie is the championship leader still, and is holding back his rivals right now. All 4 of them up for the championship, one after the other, I believe. Other than Emo Guy and BT Tiger, this is the order of the championship that they are sitting in right now. Richie leading, Maze in 2nd, Emo Guy in 3rd in the championship, and BT was 4th, but I don't know what has happened through the first race. It probably split it up a little bit, but Richie doing everything he needs to do right now to just hang on to this title.
Yeah, sure, and Bertie made a mistake, I think. He's
Oh no! Bertie's just dropped off the pace a little bit and is a bit away from the leaders now. He's dropped behind Fury and Amazing Pie Boy. So Bertie down into 7th place. Still in the top 7 and still 7 seconds as Maze goes down the inside of Richie there. It gives him a big clout as he goes past, but Richie's not having any of it and he's pushing himself back as well. These two, door to door, banging, barging. If they're not careful, they're going to take each other out and help Emo Guy and BT. Ooh. Heart in your mouth moment there.
Richie held on to that one. I thought Maze had that move done down the inside, but Richie fought so hard and kept himself on the outside. Maze was a little bit aggressive there, getting his elbows out, but Richie said, no, not today, Maze, and brilliant Drake between them from those two. But BT and Emo still scooping into that
Maze is looking for a move. Oh, Maze has gone wide.
Oh,
sorry to cut you in there, Andy.
No, that's fine, but yeah, BT and Emo now will win a 2nd of these two. And we see Maze making a very strange move to the inside there. Probably just trying to maybe distract Richie a little bit, but now it's really brought these two into play, and the top 4 separated by a 2nd now. These 4 championship contenders, there's no room to breathe out there. These 4 guys are absolutely going at it here at the early stages of this feature race. Brilliant racing, And all of these four guys in with a realistic shout. Oh, as we see Mace giving Richie a big tap in the rear. Oh, and it looks like BT there running into the back of Mace. Just a domino effect there. And Richie suddenly down to third place after all that. But Mace very sportsmanlike there, allows Richie to retake that P3 position. This has brought Fury into play, the race winner from the sprint race. He's now up into P4, yeah.
We just got a monster train of Mercedes right here. Richie, Fury, Maze, and Amazing Pie Boy, all of them all running one behind the other. Richie struggling by the looks of things. I was going to comment and say Emo Guy looked like the faster one of the four. Just sitting. Oh, Fury gives him a big clout. I'm not sure what happened there. I think Fury missed his braking, and now Richie is falling down and down the pack. Oh no, he's still in third. My bad. Fury, he didn't lose the place. But Maze...
big crash there, Bertie. Bertie and Mace goes on his roof, he resets the car. Oh no. Bertie, I think, just collected in there, didn't he? Mace was sort of out of shape a little bit. Oh.
Yeah, he lost that.
Down in P7.
Yeah, he lost a little bit out to Fury and then made a mistake, and then down the inside came Amazing Pie Boy. Bertie then got involved, and it was all a Constantina effect. But at the minute, BT Targa leading them away from Emo Guy, pretty much back as it was, just minus Fury right now. But this is not doing Maze Gamers Championship any favours right now. He is now down into 7th place, and his championship rivals are in the top 3.
It's really dropped Richie and Maze out of the picture though, and we saw those guys obviously struggled in the sprint race. It was these two, BT and Emo Guy, who were chasing down Fury. Now they've got the ascendancy. Now they haven't got to work their way back through the pack. They're already near the front, and BT currently showing the way. He's been the fastest man throughout the course of this event so far for the Tier 1. So BT will be pretty happy now he's got that breathing space. The question is, can Emo Guy try and capitalise on this as well? Obviously, with the championship standings being pretty close, Emo Guy with a much more realistic chance of taking the championship. He's within striking distance of Richie and Maze. But BT now giving himself a little bit of hope as we see a tyre flying across the infield there.
Yeah, I can see it.
He made a mistake. He lost one position. Down to P7 now again.
So Bertie losing out there. He looks a little bit slow there. He's got Boostin and Rompu having a fight in the background. And Rompu really hounding the back of that Porsche. There, we're just watching these guys going for it in the night. So the guys who've obviously got damage to the front of their cars will be struggling to see where they're going, i.e. BT Target and Emo Guy, but they've just gone and done the fastest laps of this race tonight so far, a 120.2 and a 120.9. These two in clear air are pulling away from Richie. Richie's one and only chance of keeping them all behind has just completely been annihilated by these two pulling away right now. But Boostin trying to defend heavily from Rompu right now, whose Ferrari is not looking as beautiful as it ever has been. Look at it, completely wrecked on the front and wrecked on the rear as well. So Rompu's been in the wars. But the championship is still wide open right now. The championship leader in third, BT Targa, the 4th man in the championship, really trying to gain as many points as he can. Second in the first race. First, if he can hang on to this feature race, there's still a long way to go. We're only lap 8 of 33, so there's all still to play for. Emo Guy just sitting there waiting and waiting like a shark in the water. Look at it, that Lamborghini just waiting to pounce when BT makes a mistake. So Emo Guy, we know he's very consistent and he'll want to capitalise when he can.
Yeah, 100%, but BT's just putting that gap out, and he's slightly faster than Emo Guy at this point in the race.
Mistake. It was a little bit wide. Maybe try to attack, but no, not enough.
Oh, Rompu might have a run here on Boostin, actually, coming down the start-finish straight. Tucked into the slipstream a little bit, maybe not quite just the run that he would have wanted. That Ferrari not so quick in a straight line, and it looks like there's no way around him right now. Also, Nando and Ugbar currently look like they're fighting at the moment. Nando took a 10th out of Ugbar on that last lap, but I don't know, it looks like these two pretty evenly matched right now, battling over 10th place. Gap between BT and Emo Guy just dropped down a little bit. It was up at sort of just over 2.5 seconds. It's now dipped to under 2 seconds. It looks like that might be the Constantina effect. It's going to go up and down, but maybe Emo Guy responding a little bit now to BT Targa's pace, but he just needs to keep it consistent. Emo Guy's in a much better position in the championship than BT Targa. If he can stay where he is and minimise the points, it'd only be a 5-point swing in BT Targa's favour. He would still be in a much better position than him. And Imogai currently gaining points on Richie and Mace Gamer.
It's not much on Richie though, because Richie is still in that third place. But if someone like Amazing Pieboy and Fury can get involved and take points away, it's really going to help these two out. But right now, they're doing everything they need to do to try and stay in this championship fight, which will go to... I'm trying to remember the season now.
And Bertie there. Now up to P6 again. He gained 1 position back.
Next week is Bathurst, last race of the season. Mount Panorama.
Oh, that is a monster of a circuit. That is.
That separates the best from the rest. That's where you're going to see the very best really. So,
Made a mistake there.
Mace Gamer's going backwards here in this race. Everything seems to be going wrong for this man. Yeah. That's
Looks
so
like
far there, moving up. Well, it's can't get that one done.
Maze's championship looks to be slipping away right now in this race. Hopefully Bathurst might be... Ooh, Ugbar going a bit onto the infield there. But, Maze just trying too hard, too close on the grass there. Oh, and he's just made contact with Nando. Just, Maze, like I said, he's fast, but he's just a little bit inconsistent. And I think he's getting a little bit frustrated and he knows his championship is slipping away and he's making too many mistakes. So Maze just needs to calm down.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's just in a rut at the moment, and it's hard to get out of that rut when you feel like everything's going against you. So he needs to just get himself together. Ideally, he'd want to come into the pits at this point, but obviously we're not on the pit window yet. Opens on lap 11, so he's got to stick with it. If we see Ubbot getting well out onto the grass, but Maze Gamer, it could all be going up in smoke for him. Came into this round second in the standings behind Richie, and Richie currently running in P3. I think Maze Gamer could be out of the running, as you said, Dan. It's going to take an absolute masterstroke to get himself back into this race. I'm realistically looking at the timing board. He might be able to get himself up into P6 before the end of the race, but Fury in P5 is 17 seconds up the road. So this one is going to be all about damage limitation for Maze Gamer.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Fury there in 5th place right now. I was just looking through the comments there. In 5th place right now, and he's trying to get onto the back of Amazing Pieboy, but these two just matching each other lap for lap right now. Also, they're matching with Richie as well, but yeah, definitely Maze has got a massive mountain to climb. Like I said, probably up to Bertie. It's about as far as he gets, but other than that, he just needs to keep his head clear. Martin in the comments saying, good stream as always guys, I'm off to the Formula Renault practice and good luck tonight. Dan, thank you mate, I look forward to giving you a good race, and the rest of the Pro Lap boys, good luck to you boys as well. I'm looking forward to retaining my fight with Ben Parkey. But as of right now, my guy, the first man into the pit window. So he's wanted. Oh, we also see Amazing Pieboy and Fury coming in as well. So this is what I meant about practicing the pit entry. To see the Amazing Pieboy goes a little bit wide and clips it as he does a flash of the lights. These two flashing each other right now. But these guys coming in, getting their pits done. This is good and bad. You can kind of know how much fuel you have, but you're not 100% sure. But your pit's out the way and you can gain all that time back up. So their pit stops are done. What are the rest of the pack going to do? Emo Guy is probably trying to force a move from BT and try and force him into the pit.
Emo Guy, I think, went off.
Say again?
Emo Guy made a mistake on the exit of the pit lane.
Oh, he's dropped out the pit lane, has he?
Yeah, he went very wide there. To the grass.
So does Amazing Pieboy. Fury gets past him. Looks like the cold tyres for these guys are really affecting them, and they're just needing to get back up to temperature due to obviously being a night race. The temperature of the tyres are nice and hot when they go in, but obviously that time slowing down and stopping, they'll be freezing cold. So they want to try and get them back up to temperature as quickly as possible. So Emo Guy trying to gamble and come in the pits and try and extend the gap, but he's dropped himself right into a pack of cars in between Nando and Boostin. DJ Phil in the pits and getting his pit stop done. But I don't know about you, Zande and Andy, but what would you do in this situation? I know what Andy would do. He would go right to the end as normal. But what would you do, Sergey, if you're in this situation? Would you get your pit over and done with now, or would you wait until near the end?
No, I'll go to the pit lane right at the start of the pit window.
Just get it done.
Yeah, and then just finish the race.
So yeah. Try and recover the time that you have lost in the pit lane, for sure. But if it was me, I see they're boosting in the background, just going into the pits. But if it was me, I'd try and extend it for as long as possible. Try and get a rough idea as DJ Phil comes out of the pits. Awkward pit lane this is. They come straight out into the racing line, so drivers will have to be careful when they come out. Emo Guy once again struggling. What has happened in his pit stop? He's got no pace right now. Cold tyres.
Yeah, I think some problems with tires there, and Fury is right on his back now.
Once again, these two's rivalry gonna carry on. Emo Guy struggling to keep Fury behind him. Andy, I was just saying to Sergey, if you... Oh, who's that? That's Ukbar, just gone off. I was just saying... I was just asking Sergey, if you in these guys' shoes and you were doing a pit stop, when would you do it? I have a rough idea, I know what you would do.
Yeah, go to the end.
Go to the end.
Air, haven't you? Unless you're in traffic, that's the thing. If you're in traffic, you obviously want to come into the pits, but if you've inherited the lead due to other drivers coming in early, you want to try and overcut them and stretch it out for as long as you can. So that's always the opposite strategy for me. To be fair, it does depend on the situation, but usually that's how the race pans out. People come in for early pits, try to get themselves out of the fights, and suddenly I find myself in the lead, and I try and eke it out.
Yeah,
but,
I definitely keep one eye on times and what's going on around me, like trying to figure out how long a pit stop is, trying to figure out how long it'll take me to get in, and if I can drop into clean air. So it always depends where. If you're going to do the first pit stop, like get it done out the way, you really have to benefit from traffic. You need to make sure you come into a nice gap, as Ugbar just struggling on the brakes here a little bit, but everyone favours the other things. Emo Guy likes his doing his pits done and out the way. He always does it that way and hasn't really changed. And yourself, Andy, always leaving it to the last minute. It just suits certain drivers, these pit stop strategies, just suits them.
Yeah, again, staying out is more of a perseverance game, because if the people around you don't come in, then you can lose a lot of time just by staying behind them. But if you do pull the trigger early, you're trying to make your way back through the pack, or you can get the rest of the stars, it can work out really nicely. But yeah, it looks like at the moment Fury really pushing Emo Guy, but Fury's got the pace again in this race. We saw obviously took the win in the sprint race and currently doing bits right now behind Emo Guy. BT Target Richie still yet to come in to make their pit stops. But yeah, Fury's still sticking to the back of him quite nicely. Also, it looks like Nando pulling up onto the rear end of Rompo. Oh, Rompo's gone very wide there coming out the last turn, and it looks like Nando's up into third place. So. Well, that's Rompu held that around the outside there, side by side on the pit straight, and it looks like Rompu is going to keep that P3. They're coming down up towards turn 1 now.
I don't know, I don't know, that Ferrari is a slow and straight line, so the Audi could have had a chance of looking down the inside, but it just wasn't any space. These two heavily damaged from that first lap incident. All sorts of chaos going on at first lap, so these two were the ones who got involved. Just looking at the times, BT and Richie actually matching each other lap for lap at the minute. On that lap, Richie was actually 3/10 faster than BT right now, so Richie's starting to get his head clear and starting to get back into the pace. Well, Emo Guy does the fastest lap again with a 1:20.5. Emo Guy, now he's got a bit of heat into those temperature tyres, he can now start pushing, but he's got traffic to get through first, and I think he had a slowdown because he seemed very slow out the hairpin, but it's all still for grabs.
Yeah, absolutely. This one's absolutely wide open. It looks like yeah, Mason's probably losing loads of time.
Something happened there.
Bertie in the middle of this as well. These guys trying to negotiate. Boosting, I think, was also involved in that. All these four struggling for grip, I would say. Obviously, like I said, colder, being a little bit colder here in the evening, but New Zealand is quite a warm country. As we see another car going wide, I think that was DJ Phil possibly in the background. Yeah, DJ Phil going a little bit wide. Yep, Rompu.
Rompu made a mistake on the pit lane. He lost about 3 seconds, I think.
Oh, did he speed into the pit lane, did he?
No, he touched the barrier.
Oh, he clipped the barrier, and that's not what you want to do. At least his lights are repaired now, and he's got off and away. So, like I said, going back to what I said in the practice and the quali, got to do that practice in and out. Pit stop, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh boys, I don't know what I'm saying. You guys have to help me. Help me.
So you should practice your entry to the pit lane.
I thought you were going to say
on the outside, you can't get that one done on Smokey. So
I thought Sergey was gonna say I need to practice my commentating, and I was totally gonna agree with him. I was like, yeah, it's just been a bit sloppy tonight. I keep tripping over my own words and cursing people.
I think you're the man on form tonight, Dan. It's me that's a little bit sloppy, but it looks like
Oh,
we've got an amazing point. Oh, he climbs all over the curb there, and it looks like he gets onto the graphs. Amazing point. Where has he lost the car? Oh, he's got it going on the track once again, but he's
Andy, get off him quick! Andy, get off him quick!
No, we need to stop watching him. Sorry, Amazing Pie Boy. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Elliot and Amazing Pie Boy both told us not to talk or go on them, so that's why what's happened there. Pie Boy is just lost out to us talking about him, so we're sorry again. We're really sorry. Oh, Smoky Devil going really wide. But Emo Guy, once again, the only man in the 20s still. He's the only man in the 1 minute 20s. He's flying right now and has pulled a gap away from Fury. He's 5 seconds, 6 seconds now ahead of Fury, and Fury's lapping consistently in the 21. So Emo Guy is doing bits right now. This is the benefit of coming in early. You know you've done your lap time. Now you do all the hard work. You push and push and push. BT and Richie have got to be thinking it's got to be soon to come for a pit. Just to cover Emo.
Emo Guy's closing in on BT Target. When he first came into the pits, the gap was around 38 seconds, and it's just coming down continuously. So currently, Emo Guy very much. Oh, as we see there, somebody in front of Emo Guy. That's Nando there, getting really out of shape, almost into the barriers. But
this is for position.
The man. Oh, it's actually Nando. Sorry, you're absolutely right. He's yet to come in for his pit stop, and it looks like he doesn't make that too hard for him.
No, he's on. He's still alongside. He's got the inside, and he's just missed his break in, and that's a lap.
Yeah, is he going to mug him on the exit? As I think Dan's controller just died there, but we're still side by side, coming out of the last corner out onto the pit straight now. Ian's going to have the inside line. It looks like he's got a slightly better. He comes by, and it looks like he's up into third place, but relatively seamless there for Ian. It looked like Nando was going to fight him a little bit for that one. But,
God damn
Ian
PlayStation!
Up into third place. Is that your controller again, Dan?
Yeah, you knew me too well. I have about 4 controllers in my room, and I have all of them just lingering around, ready just in case one dies. So there we go. That one died, and I wasn't ready for it.
I've got a micro USB at the ready, but it's plugged into my laptop rather than my PlayStation, which is handy because I've got my laptop in front of me.
See, I got to take a note out of your book there. See, I'm not ready for this commentator. I'm not as professional as you.
Professional? What? I'm not professional.
I don't think, to be fair, none of us are professional. I think the most professional was probably Matt. Every time I hear him commentate, I feel like I'm actually listening to Crofty, but...
He makes notes and everything. He writes down who's pitted, he writes background info. He's on it. His attention to detail is absolutely brilliant. It looks like Richie's in the pits here from P2, though.
He's got a penalty, though. I don't know if he's speeded into the pit lane. Oh, he's got a 1 second penalty. Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. So he's got a second penalty. He's in. Can he? It's going to be tight with Emo Guy. Emo Guy, not sure where he is. He's coming down the main straight, I think. There's Emo Guy. He's going to be at speed. Richie is coming out the pit. Oh, Emo Guy's got him.
Brilliant from him. He's really done bits on those outlaps, and Richie losing out. But Richie's going to still push him all the way here. Lap 19 of 33. We know that Ian came into this one behind Richie and Maze Gamer in the point standings, but if he can make it 2 races where he's gained points on Richie, then he's really putting himself in with a shout going into the final round next week at Bathurst. I haven't seen Ian race around Bathurst before, but I'm sure he's going to really put in the work coming into that final round. So it's now all on BT Targa. Has he done enough to stay out ahead of Emo Guy? Or is Ian going to inherit this lead?
Well, the gap between BT and Richie was 10 seconds. So Emo Guy really needs to do bits now and bring possibly that 10-second gap down. If BT Targa does a normal pit stop where he's just in and out, it will be about, he needs to get about, I think, 25 seconds in between Emo and himself. So that's as close as it will get. But at the minute, if BT came in now, he would stay ahead of Emo Guy for sure.
I don't know. It's going to be so close. Ian's been closing in that gap for a little while, so I reckon if Ian does come out behind him, it will still be pushing him really hard. He's currently got slight pace advantage over him, I think momentum has got to be with Emo Guy at this point.
He's really put the pressure on the leaders. Sergey, if you were BT Targa right now, what would you do? Would you come in or would you just keep going at it?
So I probably should see that someone is closing to me, closing up, so you see 1 second. Emo Guy is 1 second faster than BT Targa, and I'll go to the pit lane. I see that I lost the time, and I should do something. So I'll go.
Yeah, and we've seen Ugbar now comes into the pits, but the downside to the Project Cars lobby is that you can't actually see what the other drivers are lapping. They've got to rely on the commentators to say what they are lapping. The only time you can see is when they do a fastest lap. But like Sergey said, Emo Guy is now a second faster than BT, or was on the lap before. So it's all still to play for, but I think BT is starting to respond a little bit. And Emo Guy hasn't really dropped Richie either, so Richie just sticking to him. There's Nando also trying to push his Audi as far as he can go. He's in a race with the likes of Smokey and Bertie, so he's trying to go as long as possible. But yeah, once again, it's all still for grabs right now. 18 people currently watching the stream, and if you like what you see, then please hit that like button. If you want to get involved, then please head over to our website www.motiveracing.com and sign up and get involved in some of the championships. We have GT3s, Clios, Clio's touring cars. We also run on ACC. We also do GT3 on there, multi-class, and we also do the F1 2020. So all available to everyone and all forms of racing. So please head over to our website, have a look on our Discord as well. And also, if you want to get involved and be a steward, we are got availability for the stewards and to be a commentator as well. If you want to join in a commentary box with myself, Andy, Sergey, Kelly, Martin, or Matt, that's the one I'm thinking of, or Matt, then please head over to commentators and apply, and you can have fun with us in the commentary box. There's always a good laugh in here, isn't it, Andy?
We always have good fun, and most of the time it's we tend to put a lot of pressure on the drivers out there, and they always feel the pressure when we're watching them. We have a lot of power in this commentary box, don't we, there, which we tend to abuse. So that's probably the most exciting part of this job, is being able to put that pressure on people. We see Boostin losing 2 positions there. It looks like that was amazing. Purple driving around him up into P8, but yeah, it looks. But yeah, as I say, you know, it's all great fun being commentators, and it's really nice to be able to, you know, to give something back to the drivers out on track, give them a good stream, and hopefully everybody enjoys it watching back each and every time.
What were you saying there, Sergey?
I said that Boostin just now up to P8. He overtook Amazing Pie Boy.
Yeah, just got that back. I think he might have had a slowdown, so he's letting the drivers pass. And I think also, no, that's BT Tiger in front of him, so he's allowing the race leader through as BT hits a tyre wall and it bounces across there. Did any of you see one of the most amazing things I've ever seen, which was a V8 supercar race, and one of them hit or lost a wheel in the race, and it rolled down the track, and it bounced off a curb and landed perfectly on top of a tyre wall. Have any of you seen that?
I haven't seen that, but it definitely sounds like something that would happen in the V8 supercars.
I've watched it back multiple times, and it is just brilliant. Car, obviously, with the wheels hadn't been tightened on properly, loses the tyre and it just rolls down the hill so gracefully, and it hits the curb, bounces in the air, and it lands perfectly on the tyre wall like it was meant to be there. It was brilliant. Loved it. I'm weird, guys. I just get over these like weird situations. Like I wish
we could just play the clip right now. That's what we really need in this situation.
Yeah, that's what we could do. Like, I'm pretty sure if you Google it on Google, you should be able to find it. As Amazing Pie Boy is all over the back of that bright green Porsche right now. But
we're going to put the pressure on him, because obviously we know that Amazing Pie Boy doesn't like us putting the cameras on him, but currently it's the only battle out on track, so I'm sorry, Amazing Pie Boy, we've got no choice right now. He's looking to the outside of Boostin. You see Boostin going very deep there into the corner, and ultimately, not third to last corner of the lap, and Amazing Pie Boy's up into P8, so not succumbing to the pressure that time around, actually getting a great move done there. And now Maze Gamer eyeing up Boostin. Maze Gamer, though, has had a horrible feature race. In fact, he's had a terrible round here at Rapuna Park. Came into this round, sat second in the championship. His championship hopes are, I think, all but gone up in smoke here.
Yeah, definitely. It's not been the round that he wanted, and it's he's really struggling just to get on terms with the race leaders. I mean, Rompu behind him is lapping faster than him. The only man who are slower are the guys in front of him, but this is not helping the championship as the cars in front of him, Amazing Pie Boy and Boostin, getting close, and it gives opportunity for Maze. He could get 2 places here, but I don't know if he's pitted yet. Maze is all over the back of Amazing Pie Boy. Can he get the job done? He looks to the inside. Pie Boy gives him the space, but he switches underneath and gets the drive out the corner, so Pieboy keeps that place.
Absolutely fantastic there.
Or has he?
Judged that perfectly. Or is he going to go back up the inside? Has Maze Gamer got that one done now? I think he might. Yeah, he has. But Amazing Pieboy did a great job there. He actually saw Maze Gamer coming up the inside and perfectly executed that undercut, but comes to no avail. Maze Gamer up into 9th place. Damage limitation for Maze Gamer in this race, though. It really has not gone the way he would have wanted it to, and he's pretty much out of the championship battle. Just keeping an eye on the gap at the front, though, guys, because BT Targa is currently leading by 32 seconds. Obviously, still going to come in for his mandatory pit stop, but 32 seconds. That could be Emo Guy within striking distance now, surely.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was about.
BT Targa made a good lap there. 120.8 and now 120.6. Wow.
He really is starting to match Emo Guy right now. He knows Emo Guy is hunting him down, and that gap is coming down. But Richie is also responding. He's into the 20s as well. So these guys putting in their best laps right now. I think for Richie, it might be too little, too late. These guys have already comes to terms with their pace and their cars, and it's taken Richie all night just to get into these 20s. But BT and Emo Guy, it's going to be close. Emo Guy is matching his laps lap for lap. He's done another 1 minute 20.5, so it's going to be tight. But I think, as I say that, he does a 21.2. But as I say that, I don't think it's going to be enough. Nando is in, so where is he going to come out? He was racing with Smokey Devil and Bertie, so where is Nando going to come out?
I think he's probably going to come out somewhere around Boosting and Maze Gamer, maybe. Possibly in the middle of the battle between these three. Currently Boosting in 8th place, but Maze Gamer, Amazing Pieboy, still Amazing Pieboy sticking to the back of these two. But Maze Gamer, I thought he would have had the pace over these two, would have cleared them, but it looks like he's just struggling for grip out there. Maybe in these colder conditions, obviously in the night time, it's really not at all. Oh, Amazing Pieboy. Oh no, he's dropped off the back of those guys a little bit. Maybe the pressure of being on the stream once again. Amazing Pieboy.
Nando has come out of the pits and he's got himself ahead of Smokey Devil and Bertie. So, as I predicted, he'd be ahead of Smokey. So, Nando doing the job there. And these two both got a penalty, but I don't know how much. So, we should.
So, Smokey Devil 2 seconds and Nando 1 second.
So at this minute, Nando has the advantage over Smokey, and he'll know that he'll be able to see his penalties and Smokey's on there as he goes a little bit wide there. So it's Nando doing bits and making sure he stayed ahead of this group. So Nando putting a great stint there.
Yeah, he's done absolutely brilliantly, and Smokey's going to fight into this one though. And Bertie's not too far behind them, and currently lapping quicker as well. We're lapping in the 1 minute 22, so Bertie out of position really. So definitely keep an eye on Bertie. He could be picking up P5 here in this race. Looks like Boosting's got ahead of Rompu as well, up into 8th.
Yeah, and I think Maze has dropped back again.
Maze,
yeah, it's Maze dropping back, yeah.
The only other...
Amazing Pieboy.
Oh, and he's dropped it again.
Oh.
Tonight is just getting worse and worse, and he resets the car again. I don't think that's really allowed. He needs to get back on circuit with his own power. He only needs to reset if you're on your roof, as the only G comes in and says the penalties are horrible at this track. And yes, they are. I remember doing the GT5s here and just got constant slowdown after slowdown after slowdown. So you really have to be within sync of this circuit. But BT seems to be struggling a little bit at the front now. He's down into the 21s, and Emo's still in the 20s. There's still only a 10th between them, but Emo Guy's still putting that pressure on the leader right now. Fury's Grandad, that's the one, Dan. I'm not sure what he means by that, but that's the one. That's the one, Dan. That's what Fury's Grandad said. That's the one.
That's the pick of the bunch.
That's the cream of the crop.
What's going on here? Yeah, it looks like that's BT Targa putting a lap on.
Oh, this is not going to be helping him right now. This is not going to be helping him at all. Emo Guy's time has come down and down. It was 33 seconds. It's now 30. So BT Targa is struggling with it.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to put a lap on Smokey Devil here, but he's currently in the middle of Smokey Devil and Nando, who are battling over 5th and 6th places. What a drive from BT Targa, big lapping 5th place. I know he hasn't pitted yet, But he's done absolutely fantastically. But currently, Emo Guy looks like he's going to jump him in the pits when he comes in because he's within that range. We know a pit stop around sort of 32, 33 seconds it costs you, doesn't it? So
something like that, yeah.
I think Emo Guy's going to get him, and also Emo Guy with much quicker pace at this point. So I think Emo Guy will come out with the race lead and will have some pretty significant advantage in the last few laps. But BT Target needs to clear this traffic, and it looks like he's done so there. He's got ahead of Smoky Devil.
He's just got past the duo Audis, but right now we're watching Rompu, who is trying to find a way past Boostin. This is a fight for 8th and 9th. Amazing Pie Boy just in the background. I didn't mean to mention his name. The Hot Wheels driver in the background. Boostin goes wide, and that's it. Rompu down the inside and gains another place there. So Rompu, also another man out of position. He was looking good with lap times in qualifying, but he's just not had the luck. Obviously, with that lap 1 incident and Fury's Grand had link above. I think that's the referencing of joining the links. So yeah, if you have a look above, there's our links on the YouTube. You can join in on our Facebook, Instagram, and Discord to get involved. Like and subscribe to our channel. But we're currently watching Boostin, and he's really struggling. We've had 2 Porsche drivers tonight of Cobb and Boostin, and Cobb looked like he was untouchable, but Boostin really struggling right now.
Yeah, Amazing Pie Boy is just sat in that session, but Amazing Pie Boy's made a few mistakes here in this race. You know he doesn't like the cameras being on, and as we see Smoky Devil coming into the pits, so I didn't realize Smoky Devil hadn't been in, but he's in the pits now. See the car of Spliffmeister there, sat in that. These garages look absolutely fantastic, don't they? But I mean, they're not the most conventional of pit garages, but I suppose they do the job anyway. But yeah, Smoky Devil on his way out of the pits. Amazing Pie Boy still sat on the back of Boostin as they're coming into turn 1, but they're not able to get up into that P8 just at the moment. Gap still 31 seconds between the top 2, and Emo Guy continuing to take chunks out of BT Targa. He saw 6/10 on that last lap. The gap now almost under 30 seconds, so it's almost inevitable that Emo Guy is going to come out ahead of BT Targa once BT Targa comes in. But I suppose the question is now, can BT Targa stay ahead of Richie, who's currently running in 3rd place? Richie's surely going to be eyeing up a 2nd place. Also, if Emo Guy were to make a mistake, then that would be Richie sort of on that one as soon as that happens. So at this point, I would say this battle for the lead still pretty much open. I mean, Richie can bring himself into this one, but he has got a penalty as well, so we've got to take account of that one. But gap now under 30 seconds, 29.9 seconds at the start of lap 30. Lap 39 even.
Yeah, definitely getting close to the end of the race now, and then Emo Guy is looking good to possibly try and take a race win. Still all to play for yet. It's not said and done just yet. As Fury's Grandad says, that's the one on the link above. It's about the wheel and the tyre wall, and we can't currently see it, Fury's Grandad. Oh, well, I can't see it. Don't know if anyone else can, but there's a link that he's posted apparently, so you can see it. But I can't see it here, Fury's Grandad. I don't know if you can drop links into comments, but
YouTube sometimes blocks certain links, I think. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But even websites don't work.
Even blocks certain videos when you sound like a celebrity but don't actually sound anything like them.
Yeah, but I'm Chris Harris though.
Who?
Don't worry. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like a celebrity to me. All I know is Andrew Clegg, and he's the biggest celebrity that I know.
He's a pretty famous guy. I haven't met him, never spoken to him, but yeah, bit of a catch. But currently, Amazing Pie Boy is still really putting his pressure on Boostin right now. Still can't get around him. He's really been trying every way that he can. He's looking to the outside. Boostin's defending this position very nicely right now. But yeah, I don't know. But Amazing Pie Boy's had a bit of an on-off race in this one. He was fighting with the guys up ahead of him earlier on. He was fighting with Rompu, but he's just made too many mistakes in this one, Dan, unfortunately, which seemed to drop him out of the equation. Just, I suppose, inconsistency being his main downfall.
Yeah, it's just us cursing him as well. I mean, Elliot and Amazing Pie Boy are not happy with me right now. So yeah, they got me cursing them every left, right, and centre. So I apologise for that. But
Thanks for that,
yeah, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Just trying to you know, mix it up a little bit. You know, it's a little bit boring having all the. Sod it. Next race is the curse on BT, Emo Guy, and Richie. Well, not Maze. He's had a poor race. We'll leave Maze alone. But
and Emo
just tell me who you want me to put the curse on, and I'll sort it out for you then.
Just went into an Audi and lost a lot of time there.
So Emo Guy has gone into an Audi of some sort. We don't know which Audi, but Sergey, do you have any idea which Audi it was? Was it Smoky Devil? It looks like Smoky Devil, wasn't it?
Smoky Devil, yes.
Yeah.
Smoky
So
I think that Nando lost there about 3 seconds or 4.
that's such a shame for them. So Emo Guy has to try and get back on tabs. As actually we say that. Oh, sorry. BT is now in. Elliot says in the comments, everyone's got to get cursed sometimes. Yep, and Amazing, Pie Boy and Maze have heard the curse tonight. So hopefully the next round at Bathurst will be better off. But currently watching the race leader, the defending champion, in the pits right now. Where is Emo Guy? I think BT might be able to hang on. I think, but I'm not sure.
It's going to be so close. We saw the gap was 32 seconds before BT Target came in.
I think he's got it.
Yeah, I think he's going to keep it, yeah. He has done it quite comfortably, actually, in the end. So
I did think it was around 20. I think it was around 25 seconds the gap needed to be, and as he comes out, it was 31 when he. Yes, so Emo Guy needed to be about 25 seconds, and BT stays in front with second gap. So just 2 laps to go. So it looks like BT is on for a race win here. If he just hangs in there a little bit longer, he's got his Prolapse teammate Maze Gamer behind him. Might be a good little defender towards the end, but I don't think he's going to need it. Amazing Pie Boy has gone wide. His bad night has gone even worse. He drops behind Maze Gamer right now. But BT's done the job, guys. He stayed in front.
Yeah, he's done what he needed to do and came into this with a really outside chance of getting the championship. I don't know whether he's still in striking distance going into the final round next week at Bathurst. But he's keeping his hopes, his slim hopes there, just about. He's driven absolutely superbly in this feature race. We saw he had the pace in the practice sessions beforehand. The sprint race obviously good. Oh, as we see Mace Gamer losing it again. Mace Gamer's had a torrid race, but back to BP Targa. He knew that he had to put in a hell of a performance this time out because he came into this really with it up against it, and he's truly delivered. But still got a lot of work to do next week at Bathurst, obviously with Richie and well, Mace Gamer no longer that much ahead of him, but Richie certainly is going to have quite a sizable lead in the championship going into that final round next week.
Yeah, but it's definitely all still to play for. Bathurst is a circuit that can open up many opportunities. It's definitely a tricky circuit, especially at the top of the hills, but the Mount Panorama will be giving luck to one of these drivers, but who will it be? But the championship as it stands will still be wide open to all the drivers. Richie having a good, well, not a great night, but he's tried his best, and it's just a little bit off what Emo Guy and BT Targa had tonight. But BT Targa has been the man tonight. I'm not sure whereabouts BT is.
Oh, Richie very wide there. Richie's just driven a solid race here in this feature race. He hasn't set the world alight. He hasn't been on the level of BT Targa and Emo Guy, but he's just
getting the points.
Yeah, exactly. Getting him in the bag. He's got to lead in the championship. He doesn't need to push it too hard because Maze Gamer down in 10th, his main rival, coming into this round having a total shocker. So yeah, Richie just doing what he had to do. But here comes BT Targa into the final couple of corners.
Yeah, BT coming towards the line now, exiting the final corner. BT Targa, the reigning champion, exits the final corner with a great night's racing. Took a second in the sprint race and a race win here in the feature race. Congratulations to BT Targa. Race win to him. In second place is Emo Guy. He brings that gap down a little bit, but Emo Guy taking the second place, and Richie will round off the top 3. But an awesome night's racing from the top 2, really bringing that gap down. And I believe Andy has dropped his mic or dropped his headset or something, because I heard a big clunk. But was that Sergey? One of you two. I just heard a big clunk. But either way, Fury Exin, a good night's racing for Fury, a race win, and he's going to take home a 4th place as well. Brilliant night's racing there from Fury as he comes towards the line now. And then Nan.
Fury is the driver of the day for me.
Oh, he's going to do some donuts. He's doing some damn donuts right now. Look at him go. At a flash of the lights. This is sportsmanship. He knows he's got a gap. And he's crossed the line. And parks it up. Nando will come home in 5th. 6th will be Rompu. 7th will be Bertie, I believe. Flash the lights there from Nando. But
Rompu now has got 2 second penalty and
down to 7th. Bertie just catching him on the line there, but You were saying there, Sergey, that Fury is your driver of the night?
Yeah, for me, yes.
Andy, who do you think your driver of the night was?
Driver of the night for me, BT Targa. He's done brilliantly tonight. So quick throughout the whole thing, and it looks like he picked up the fastest lap as well there with the whip.
Yeah, I would have to agree with both of you guys. Both of those two drivers did put on a great show. A quick notice on Emo Guy as well. Also a good night's racing with a second and a third tonight. But you can't take away from the reigning champion. He has been on bits tonight, BT Tiger, and it keeps his championship alive. But thank you to Andy and Sergey for joining me in the commentary box. It's been great fun with you guys, and a massive thank you to all the guys who have been watching as well. 20 people watching the stream, 29 likes. Thank you once again. If you did like what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe. But that's it from me. Any last words from you guys, Andy, Sergey?
Make sure you join us for the Formula One in about 5 minutes time, guys. But see you in a moment.
Yeah, take care and see you in Mount Panorama.
Yep, and we'll see Sergey at Mount Panorama. I got it wrong. Emo Guy actually just corrects me and says he's got a second and a second. So, yeah, BT got a third and a first, sorry. So, yeah. Make sure you join in for the Formula Renaults. I will be racing in the Formula Renaults. Andy and Emo Guy will be joining you in the commentary box. I might keep my headset on and have a chat with him every now and then. But from all of us here on the GT3s, good night and stay tuned.